It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, called so you spaz, and he'll have to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Yo, hello, and welcome to it. It is the KVJ Show. Got the whole crew ready to go here today. What's going on, Virginia?
Good morning.
What up, Bird?
I'm having a C day today, Kevin.
Oh, yeah? What does that mean? Your C quality?
You're only going to get a C material out of me. May I go home? This might be too much for me.
Is that an improvement from yesterday or a decrease? What was yesterday?
I'm just kidding, baby. I'm an A+.
Oh, okay, that's good.
I'm an A+, baby.
All right, you're not.
I was actually talking to somebody about the whole ABC concept yesterday. They were behind on the KVJ show, and we had talked about, some people have A, B, and C days now when they go and talk to their employer.
They tell them ahead of time, I'm going to have A days, B days, C days, and D days.
Wasn't that Virginia brought that in? That was, I believe, a Gen Z that had received a job but let the employer know right after employment that, don't expect A's from me every day.
My girlfriend, who works with a lot of young people, she's not as old as me, but she manages a lot of young people, and she has heard a lot.
Well,
but that took the cake.
The guy I was talking to yesterday, who's a bit of an older KVJ Nationer, he's grade H. Yeah. Hard ass. He's like, if somebody was to say that to me in an interview, I'd tell them to march their ass right out of my office.
Well, what do you do when they already have the job? And you've interviewed like lots of people and they were the best candidate, and then week one they tell you that.
They gave you an A grade in the interview, but day one of work, they give you a grade C.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'd probably not long for that business. I'd be curious just to check back in with your friend and see how long they last.
That is a great question. I have to call her and see how's it going with our friend.
Something's got to change. Either they change their attitude and they roll that back, or their employment status has to change.
Or we could just try that at work. If our ratings ever slip, we all collectively go into management and say, I don't know, we just had a C kind of a season.
I can tell you how that's working for everybody else in our industry.
Yeah, people in radio that are having C seasons are in the unemployment line.
Yeah, Hey, don't keep jobs for C's around here.
No.
That was a joke, management.
We're only A's every day.
Every day, A+, baby.
But we grade ourselves. So it's a lot easier when you're the one who actually gives a test, takes it, and then grades it. So.
I mean, Jason did almost die this week. I think that was kind of big.
Does that give you an A?
Yeah.
Well, it gives you a new lease on life, and this is the week of celebration.
Perspective from the almost grave.
I agree. You know what? I'm having another Coca-Cola today, and you know what?
Yeah.
The cola tastes a little bit sweeter. Just a little bit colder today.
So you're rewarding yourself. You'd quit the soda game, but back on after your near-death experience getting run off of I-95 the other day by a guy that looked just like Danny DeVito in a red sports car.
I'm not going to go crazy with this soda, but I'm not going extreme. I want to enjoy my life. And I think sometimes I enter to the world of extreme. It's either this or it's that. And there's nothing ever in the middle. And I've gotten into some pickles in my life because, I don't know, a balance of sorts.
Hard to find the middle, huh?
For me, it is sometimes.
Yeah.
And Danny DeVito hasn't been cleared, just so everybody knows.
Oh,
we're asking him for his alibi, and he has yet to provide it.
Yeah, I would have made a very detailed video yesterday, but my phone got even more smashed during the car accident.
Oh.
Along with both sets of knuckles that I feel today.
How old's that phone that you have there?
I got that. This is probably 2 years, going on 2 years.
All right.
Yeah.
Surviving well then.
That for me, 2 years, that is.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
That might be a new record.
His phone's age in dog years.
Yeah.
I guess that new phone's coming out, though, and I'm supposed to get that. But
There's always a new phone coming out.
I know, but there's the one everyone's losing their mind over.
Yeah.
There's supposed to be an upgrade.
September, I think, right, Denny's? Or maybe August. I don't know.
It was
because I just got a new phone, and the people were like, "Just wait one more month and get the new one." I'm like, I can't. Mine literally pooped the bed.
Yeah, I know. If you have a cracked screen and it goes into water, it's not a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah, just to let everybody know that PSA for
you got it in water, then you got in a car accident. What else can you do to that poor phone? Put it out of its misery. Can we shoot it?
I was talking with my hands, and I accidentally, like a Chinese star, threw it across the room. Almost decapitated my friend, and I didn't mean it. That was an accident.
We need to Old Yeller your phone.
We need super glue around these parts and just stick it right to my hand.
Don't lay a gun down by your phone. It might end the job for it.
I'm not a gun guy.
Okay, good. Yeah, I can only imagine if you do that damage with a phone. Can you imagine him with a gun in his hand?
I would not know. No.
Your friend will catch more than a phone next time.
I gotta feel like a lot of my neighbors are packing. If I need any help, I'll just start screaming really loud. Guys, help! Get your guns.
Ever have a situation where you agree to terms on a business deal, and then as soon as the job is done, the terms have changed and the price has been increased?
That sounds shady to me, and I would be definitely lippy.
Now, this kind of happened to Jbird here. You're talking about getting some new shrubs and trees up in your backyard.
Yeah, I believe Sweet Denny's is putting up the video on our KVJ TV to see the before and after.
I saw it last night on Instagram. It looks really good.
That's Alien Avenue, baby.
You got some full calusias.
And that's just the beginning, Kev. I haven't even gotten other aliens positioned in the right way. It's supposed to be a journey when you walk down that part of the yard.
Oh, yeah, a trip?
Yeah, maybe just a minute or two out of the universe. Just get out of here for a minute. See what I'm saying?
Huh?
Nah, never mind. You go galactic. You get out of here for a couple minutes.
So what was the deal with the trees? Because apparently you got one price and then things kind of changed for some specific reason.
We agreed a day or two before on the price. I'm like, all right, that's, it's not cheap, but I will, I agree with this deal. Then I get a call from my girlfriend, and she's a little fired up. She's like, I'm pissed off right now. I go, well, what, baby, what's wrong? She goes, they're trying to charge us $150 more because they said they had to go further to go get certain trees. So now they're adding another $150 to the bill. And she goes, I don't think that's right. We discussed the plan, how much it was. You already wrote them half the check. And now when they're done with the job, you give them the second half of the check. And I'm like, well, I don't know if it's one of those things where it's roving. I don't understand the lawn world, so I don't know if that is even a thing. That's why I wanted to ask the lawn community, does that happen where you give someone a bill, they're like, this is what it's going to cost, but something happens that day and you have to go an extra 40 minutes to pick up a special tree? Do you add that in after and not tell the person until after the fact?
I'm sure anything is possible. When he was acquiring the trees, maybe they weren't where he wanted to get them and he had to go further. But that's not your problem. You were quoted one price, and then after the job was done, you were quoted a different price.
It was in the middle of the job that where the changing of the price was being said, and I don't know what my girlfriend said in Spanish, but the original deal went back to the original deal and everything was normal again.
Good. She stood her ground. Yeah. Well, they probably thought they were going to be talking to a gringo that wasn't going to be able to communicate, and they were going to be able to squeeze more out of you because obviously you have disposable income if you've got a dinosaur garden.
That's not necessarily true. I get a lot of great bargains. I'm a bargain. I'm a barterer and a bargain shopper.
Okay.
You'd be shocked at some of the deals I've gotten lately.
He knows his way around.
I do.
Your backyard looks like you're rich.
No, it doesn't.
It's fancy.
It does not look like I am rich. You are so delusional. No, it looks like a guy who's eccentric, who's got some head noises. That's what it looks like.
That too.
It does not at all reek of rich on any level whatsoever. It does not. It looks like a man-child lives there.
Well, since you just have so much money, Jbird, to pour into your backyard, You said that you're thinking about adding another thing with butterflies.
Well, I want to turn the dinosaur garden into a butterfly garden, which you can do, but there's people who are experts on knowing how to do that. And I just wanted to get the old butterfly community out there. Give me some notes. Let me know what I got to do to make that dinosaur garden very active with butterflies. I want to look out there and have butterflies galore, baby.
Okay.
Yeah. So how do I do that?
I think you can, first of all, you can get butterflies. Like I think you can buy them, can't you?
But do they stick around? I feel like they'll fly away.
They have those things at like PetSmart.
Yeah, it's like a dog where it like chills in the yard for a while.
And I think you can buy certain bushes that they're attracted to. Like the one in my front yard, when the guy put it in, he's like, butterflies love this. And I was like, really? And he was like, yeah. And then sure enough, butterflies love it.
Is there like a butterfly, like pixie dust you can, I don't know, put around, like almost kind of like butterfly crack?
I'm sure there is.
Like, oh my gosh, we got to go to the dinosaur garden. He's got the good stuff.
Like catnip for butterflies?
Exactly. Yes.
I'm sure there is.
Because cats like the dinosaur garden too. I have found many cats in the dinosaur garden, and I think it's a hot spot, if you know what I mean, a lover's lane, if you will.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a little corner right here, a lot of cat activity.
Wow.
And it sounds carnal, Virginia.
Sexy.
Catting around, huh?
Oh, that whole thing. Lizards are going at it. It's really turned into its own habitat and oasis.
Okay. Yeah, I got a few texts about your bushes you were putting in, and somebody said that that's kind of a shady move, that when you agree on a price that you got to stick with it.
Well, good. I'm glad your girlfriend stood up to them.
Yeah, I'm ignorant in this world. I didn't know if there was a roaming charge, if you had to go. I don't know the rules.
From actual landscapers, they said that is the landscaper's fault. They should absorb the cost or tell you the one tree is delayed.
They finally did after my girlfriend got a hold of them.
Good.
She carved them up like a Thanksgiving turkey.
Good for her.
Well, they probably do it. They probably just test the water, see what they can get away with. But I would not reward them with additional business. I think you need to take this butterfly project to another company.
Well,
yes.
Look, I am now on the open market for some landscapers. If someone wants to sign with me.
I think you let your girlfriend negotiate.
I'm looking for someone to help me build my memorial garden. I don't want to mess that up. I'm going to try to do it partly myself, but I would like some guidance, somebody that knows what they're doing. I want to get one of those nice fountains. I went to a fountain place. All they had was old people restaurant fountains. You know, where it looks like a bird would just love to take dumps there all day long. One of those kind. I don't want that kind of fountain. It's too, and that ain't what we're looking for.
I mean, you put a fountain, birds are going to dump in it.
But if they're going to dump in it, let's make the fountain.
You just don't want your friends to dump in it.
It's kind of like you just put out a bird toilet.
Yeah, you did. You just like say, hey, bidet, right here.
Kind of like porta potties right there.
I must be diligent with my cleaning. They say the first month of anything's the hardest. So I just got to get used to it.
You're doing the wilderness thing as well, Virginia. Your nature video with the squirrel doing gymnastics is very impressive.
I was so impressed. There was a squirrel in my backyard, and I was watching him through the kitchen window, and he was hanging upside down, eating these little berries and oranges off this bush. He was hanging by 1 foot, fully snacking, and then made eye contact with me like, what's up?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Squirrels have changed. The
By 1 foot?
Yeah, modern day squirrel has turned into the prison squirrel. They do not sweat humans no more.
I was so impressed.
They'll look you in the eye and kind of like flex at you.
I ended up going out there and giving him a plum. And he ended up eating like half a little plum.
Out of your hand?
Not out of my hand. I threw it in the grass.
Yeah, someone told me that I've been trying to get squirrels to eat food out of my hand. They said birds very dangerous. Be careful. They can bite your hand pretty bad.
Yeah.
Just for an FYI.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that does hurt. I got bit by a chipmunk one time.
Ooh.
Did you?
I did, yeah.
Draw blood?
Yeah, I did. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sharp little teeth.
Well, you got bit by a chipmunk. I got bit by an ostrich. What cool animal did you get bit by?
A weird ex-boyfriend?
Okay. Guy with the wolf shirt on?
Not as fun.
The guy with the wolf.
He definitely had rabies.
I don't think she let the guy near her.
I did not. You're not touching nothing.
Jbird's been talking about how he's just building this amazing backyard. Got his Bush is in, and he's got butterflies on the way very soon here. As Virginia says, it looks like a total wealthy man lives in that house.
So it does not.
It looks fancy to me.
Yeah, well, but I don't know what to tell you. First of all, you haven't been over in a while. I have had a year of injury and not a lot of movement. My place started looking like a crack den.
Well, I saw the videos when you had the dinosaurs popping.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, the lighting was on point, the trees, the plant, like it looked good.
The problem is there's so many projects going on, so parts of it looks great, and then other parts are like, oh my gosh, a bomb blew up. But I'm at the point now where it's almost done, and that's when we have the party, baby.
You're right.
Will the landscapers be invited to the party?
At this point, I just want to have some fun. I don't care. As long as they just look like a mime.
Well, the word is out. You said you've got people showing up at your door. What is it that they've come to see?
I had some KVJ Nationers show up at the door. I was out a lot yesterday because I was out in the yard and stuff. And I love talking to the great people of KVJ Nation. We have a lot of KVJ Nationers on my street and on Denny Street. So I get to talk to a lot of people. But these two ladies come over. One I recognized, one I did not. Why do you think they stopped by my house, Virginia? What do you think they were there for?
They want to see Dakota.
They did not. That was one of the list I put on there. That was not one of the answers. I'll give you one more guess. Why did they asked us something to be involved with?
The mime party.
The mime party?
The mime party.
Wow.
I can't.
And they came to your door for it.
Yeah. Well,
did they think it was going on already?
No.
Okay, they weren't dressed as mimes.
No, the one lady.
Are you allowed to knock if you're a mime, or do you have to just stand there and wait for somebody to open the door?
I don't think you guys get miming. They weren't dressed as mimes. They're mime. They love mime. The one has been miming since she was a kid.
Wow.
One of my neighbors, and she said, Jbird, we heard you talking about mimes, the mime party, all that kind of stuff. If you have this mime party, can we please go? And we have routines. The other woman I didn't know, she goes, oh yeah, we've been miming for a long time, and we love miming. We take it seriously. Whoa. We have more people in KVJ Nation. I'm shocked by these numbers, by the way.
I'm shocked by two as well.
We've got mimes up in this piece. I guess
all it took was this party to bring them out of the woodwork.
Are you sure they're not just saying they mime because they want to come hang?
I don't care. As long as you're dressed like a mime, do your tomfoolery, your trickery, your parlor trick. I want to have a good time dressed as a mime.
All right.
You're getting in.
As long as people are cool, don't try to break stuff, try to fight, or try to steal something, it's all good. Just those three rules. Now, those rules are never followed. Do you like that idea?
Of a mime party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't like it with randoms.
I'm scared for you. Because as soon as you open your house up to random people that you don't know, and they're all in face paint and can't be identified later by the police, it could be problematic.
I don't know. It was a mime that stole my TV. Well, a mime.
What do you look like? Well, they all look the same.
Get them in a lineup. There's 5 guys dressed as a mime.
White face paint.
It's either one or
stupid beret.
It's either suspect 4 or suspect 5.
Striped shirt. They all wear the same outfit, and they all look the same.
You know when they line up all the criminals, it's just 5 guys. That's mimes.
Red nose. I mean, they all had a red nose.
Well, that's the thing I want to encourage. Mime the way you want to mime. You don't have to do a red nose if you don't want to do a red nose. Do a purple nose if you want that. Do diamond eyes if you want that.
How about that? Are you excited about all the new liberties you can take?
Yes, I just can't wait.
Okay. Now you might be.
Let me ask you this. What are the chances of a Kevin and a Virginia showing up at a mime party? Wow, silence says it all.
We're thinking.
I am a solid lock at least 5%.
5%.
Yes.
Is it because you don't want to go, or it would be hard for you to talk the queen in, or both?
There's not a chance she would show up. Well, she does not like dressing up. In fact, she usually does that bait and switch around Halloween where I get in the costume and I get ready to get to the front door and she's just dressed normal. She's pulled that on me many times. She hates costumes.
She doesn't have to dress as a mime. She can just mime,
maybe
watch.
maybe solo, yeah. We'll see. It's just, I got to put together my mime outfit and all that kind of stuff.
Well, that's not I literally have bought 10 mime outfits.
Okay, if you got a backup mime costume for me.
I have a backup to the backup.
I'm at 15% now.
Okay, all right. I'll get you your own makeup.
Those odds are going up by the minute.
And Virginia, you don't have to use makeup.
I don't want to be the lone holdout. If everybody else is going, I'll go.
You can mime with a minimal. You can just do like a little thing on the eye. You don't have to go crazy because we know that's not gonna. The diva's not gonna go crazy.
There was a message that came across on our social media. Somebody responding to a photo that Denny's had put up. It was a very sweet photo. Him and his 3-year-old Lachlan. They were kind of just chilling on the couch. Looked like they were watching a little bit of TV, and Lachlan staying on the couch behind Denny's. And they said, "I just love this photo." But can we talk about why does Denny's have a mirror in the upper corner of his living room? And it's one of those mirrors like you would either see in a store that is rounded, you know what I'm talking about? Or you see it a lot of times in some of those driveways on Palm Beach where they don't have good visibility and they're on a busy road and people get that mirror.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you'll ever now see it maybe in a fast food restaurant or something along those lines. Now, the only thing that I can figure out is he has actually purchased this mirror because from where he is and the vantage point, he can almost see around corners to keep an eye on Lachlan.
I love that.
If I had to guess, I was just like, that's an interesting parental hack. If you've got a young child that you're having a hard time keeping an eye on, is my intuition correct on this, Denny's?
That is correct.
Wow.
It's because my room, that room is kind of like a living room, family room combined, and it's shaped like an L. So you can't see around the corner, but you can hear him playing over there. So I installed a mirror that if I'm sitting on the other couch, I can see around that corner and just see what he's doing.
Ah, that's brilliant.
Mahiver. Very good. That is how you do it, my friend.
That's good.
But yeah, I had to go on one of those. I think it was Uline. It's a company that makes those type of products, things for businesses or garages.
Yeah, they make like industrial, commercial solutions for everything from storage to just making your business run smoother.
Yeah. That's an interesting thought. I'd never even given that anything other than just, I thought that was just specifically for hidden driveways and fast food restaurants. But imagine putting one of those in your house if you got to keep an eye on a kid. It's a great parental hack.
Denny's is a great father. He's constantly looking for ways to make sure his kid's safe and being watched properly.
And the comment said, more Denny's dad stories needed. I just love how shocked he is sometimes at parenting stuff. When he goes, I can't believe this.
It's his first go.
He is always so taken aback at things that happen. I just can't believe it.
Yeah, it's true. I never grew up with kids or with children whatsoever in my life. So everything's so new to me every time I see anything they do.
Well, that Powerball drawing got to be pretty rich. It crossed over the $1 billion mark right before they pulled out them ping pong balls last night. $1.04 billion is what the jackpot was going to be. It was the 8th largest lottery jackpot ever in U.S. history, and you could have gotten it paid out over 30 years or taken that one-time cash payout. That would have been $450.5 million. Not a bad deal. Now, let's check out the winning numbers, and there was one ticket that hit. Wasn't in South Florida. Quincy, Illinois is your winner.
Damn it, Illinois.
Yeah.
Is that anywhere near where they had the tornadoes and the flooding and the terrible weather in Illinois? Because how cool would that be if you just went through like a tornado and then you won the Powerball?
Yeah, Kev, do you have any of that information offhand?
I'm not up on
well, where's
my Illinois
Quincy?
geography. I don't know, Virginia. I really don't know a lot about Illinois.
I mean, I just wish people could have seen Kevin's face while Virginia was asking.
You prepare for a lot of things on this show, but Illinois geography wasn't one of them.
Quincy, Illinois is.
By the way, Kevin was looking. I knew he didn't know the answer. I knew the question wasn't going to stop.
I don't have that privy information. I don't know about the tornadoes either. But I do know the numbers that did hit. The numbers were 4, 26, 66, 67, and 69. So you had 3 numbers in the 60s that wound up hitting. Powerball was 9. Power play multiplier 2 times. Don't even know what any of that stuff means, but I do know those numbers. Now, what did Jbird choose as he was picking those numbers, Virginia? How's his psychic abilities?
Well, we had a lot of numbers that he had picked in the past 2 weeks, and we played them all in all kinds of different sequence.
Yeah, and I'm kind of like cherry picking numbers. So when you get a final 6 number from me, that's what you play, baby. That's the winning ticket.
I played everything you said, and we did not match one single number.
No, what I'm saying is you take all the numbers I've said and play that all on one ticket.
I did.
On every number I said, you played it on one ticket?
In the past few weeks, yeah.
I didn't even give you my Powerball number yet. And it's dancing.
You actually did. You gave me a bunch. You gave me 44 and 35 the other day, so I played both of those.
That's Powerball. Okay. Well, do you want the number I'm seeing right now or not really?
No, because somebody won.
We don't start this thing over just because we lose one? We gotta stop?
Everybody's going to be fighting over $20 million. That's what it drops to.
Which is like 9.9 mil.
Yeah, it's not as exciting.
They lost it sexy.
They lost it sexy. The big number is gone.
I'd still take it.
No doubt. I would too. But you said that actually a few of his numbers hit and you actually got some money out of it, Virginia.
Last time. So the last drawing, we won $11.
Do we split that 4 ways?
No, we reinvested it in more tickets.
Oh, okay.
And then we lost.
Okay. I like
All
it.
the money's gone.
But we're up $1.
Okay, we're up. So we're up.
We're up $1.
We're in the green.
Yeah.
I like it.
We won 11. We reinvested 10. We're up 1.
Hey, look, I'm looking at every little win and taking it and loving it.
We'll split that $1 4 ways. You get a quarter.
Back in the day, that could get you something.
Yeah.
That actually get you a lot.
Not anymore.
Well, they're saying that this is one of the most financially stressful times of the year for parents, even more so sometimes than holiday shopping. In fact, 70% of parents said it's their most financially stressful annual event, surpassing holiday shopping. 70% for back to school compared to 58% for holiday shopping.
Ooh, yeah, I'm flipped on that. For me, Christmas is way more stressful than back to school.
I think maybe it's because they look at Christmas and they say those are wants, school's needs. Like, I feel bad as a parent if I'm not giving my kid the supplies they need to advance their educational career.
I do remember, and maybe it was just in my house, but school shopping a week and a half before school starting was a big deal. You had to make sure you got good clothes. And I remember my mom would dress me looking like a fool going to school, and the older kids would pick on me. Do you know what this means? I'd wear shoes, and there was this one kid named Jonathan, and he'd always go, "Man, you're wearing Bobos. You always wear Bobos to school. You wearing Bobos." And I'm like, what are Bobos?
I think that means like a knockoff, like a not brand name.
Yeah.
Like a goofy shoe.
And he was right. I mean, I was wearing Bobos. But that was a big pressure. The older you got, especially in middle school.
Yeah, they say that a lot of parents do feel some pressure. They don't want their child to feel left out. 61% said that is actually an issue for them. And there's a lot of stuff out there. In fact, one of the parents was like going, "Oh, my kid wants a $600 Coach wallet." I'd be like, "Sorry, that's not necessary for school. What are we talking about with that?"
My dad would still be laughing about that.
Yeah, I didn't have any sympathy on that one. Somebody said they felt like they need to get a MacBook Air for their kid, which is $1,200. But don't a lot of schools, do they provide laptops or some type of equipment for the kids?
Some do, yeah.
Okay.
Is it free or is there some kind of fee that's hidden somewhere?
Depends.
If they busted, I think there might be, but yeah, I think they have. I thought they had school issued laptops for a lot of kids. I don't know if that's every school, but I think some get it. They say the average spending every single school year, $689 on average for parents. That's what they spend annually on supplies.
Yeah, if you got more than one kid, I mean, we had 4 kids, so by the end of August, my dad's like, "We're going to Disney World." Never.
Wow.
4 kids is stressful on the wallet.
Mm-hmm. Well, and they said that nearly half of parents, 45%, admit that they've gone into debt for back-to-school shopping. And so to make the money, 8% of parents have gambled. 12% have pawned off belongings, and 15% took out loans.
Wow.
Just for the back-to-school costs.
I bet a lot of people go to garage sales, too, because you still can get clothing. You can get pretty cheap still at garage sale, unless they know you've got a Versace 1981 blouse with the rouge, whatever, you know. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
No, like it's a set, man.
You lost me with rouge.
All right, yeah, I'm going to stop talking fashion.
I think rouge is like old lady makeup.
Okay, I dropped the bomb. Let's move on.
They say that American parents are also pushing back against the soaring costs of youth club and travel sports. You think it's expensive sending your kid to school, try to send them off to New Jersey to play a softball game.
I was always that kid that had to borrow everyone's bat. I had blue jeans for my first year of baseball.
Dang.
Because it was dude, it was expensive.
Well, this is really the issue that a lot of parents want to get fixed, because they say some of the travel costs, and this is even, I know parents are going to hear this can be conservative, $10,000 annually.
Wow.
And that might even be conservative. When you talk about travel and restaurants, I've talked to other parents that have done this, and it's really crazy. Your entire life and all your family finances revolve around your kid playing this sport, and yet you feel it necessary for them to compete at the highest level. Now, the one thing I will tell parents, don't try to kid yourself thinking you're going to make it up with a college scholarship. You never do. Don't chase that. Do it only for the reason that you have the money to do it, and your kid absolutely loves it.
And me being in the baseball world, coaching the youth for so long, if your kid is 7 years old, don't go up to an instructor and ask if he's got a shot of playing for the New York Yankees, because he's only 7 and he hasn't developed yet.
And you must make sure that your kid really is loving it. If you're spending that money, you need to have a talk with them about, hey, does this charge you up? Does this get you excited? Or if your kid's like,
And answer the honest question, does it charge them up or does it charge you up, parents?
Right.
Being a coach all the way through high school, I would see kids quit that were really good. Then I'd see them out and ask, so why did you stop playing? And that was one of the number one reasons was I stopped enjoying it. It wasn't fun anymore. I was doing it more for my parents. It wasn't, it wasn't me anymore. I liked it at one point and then it didn't become fun anymore. So I stopped doing it.
Now, the reflexive of that is that kids do want to play, but they don't have the finances to, and they start looking at, I would love to be on the travel sports. I'm good enough, and I'd love to be a part of it, but I don't have that kind of money. They say only 2% of organized youth soccer players now come from households earning under $50,000. And that's what they say. This is what's messed up with how the system is right now, that especially if we want our USA team to get better in the World Cup, I said, look, it's the barrier to entry for these kids in America to be able to get the kind of training they need to make it to a World Cup team that we could actually win it. It's not the same as it is in other countries, and we have let this thing spiral way out of control.
That would always suck, because every team's got that one player who's got money, has the best equipment, but he's not that good, and somehow he's on the team.
That sucks.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, he's got a great bat. Everyone gets to use his bat, but, man, he's annoying and he sucks. I guess he gets to stay on the team.
Well, you let that kid stay on the team, but only if he shares all of his equipment with the really good poor kid.
Exactly. That's what
You're only here to hand off your bat and your equipment and your glove. We're going to send you out in the field with your bare hands. You'll be all right.
That kid does exist, fine. The rich kid who's not that good with the good equipment. He makes the team somehow.
Yeah, that's what they need. I could not believe last night that Lionel Messi took the pitch at New Stadium in Miami, and the crowd couldn't believe it either because they thought he was not going to play. You know, his 68-year-old father, Jorge Messi, just passed away, and he went to go to his funeral in Argentina, and he was very close with his dad.
Aww.
His dad was basically like his manager, really got him going, and right before the World Cup, his health deteriorated. And so Lionel was, he broke into some tears sometimes during the World Cup, scoring goals and all that, because he just knew his dad didn't have a lot of time left.
Well, look, for some people, that's a way to honor their parent by going out there and playing. If that was so special to them, that's probably why he did it.
Yeah.
Didn't they lose in the end?
He did, and that was the thing. He broke into tears because he wanted to win the World Cup for his dad and just couldn't bring it home. So I think he kind of took that with him a bit.
That's heavy.
But thanks for making sure you note that, Virginia.
Oh, the dad noted it too. End of life.
Kevin's got me all sucked into this, heartwarming story. Oh, yeah, and the dad never saw him win.
No, he did not. And the reason why people were so surprised to see Lionel Messi last night is he had made an Instagram post and he said, I just don't know that I've got the fire for the sport anymore, and I don't know how much longer I'm going to play.
Dang.
And some people, they read that and like, oh my gosh, I don't know that he's ever coming back. Like this may have rocked him so much, he may have just said, I just don't have the fire for soccer anymore.
It's a lot of loss back to back.
Look, man, that's your whole life. You've been doing that. You've fought so many battles and wars. You don't think you're mentally and physically exhausted?
Absolutely.
Of course you are.
Yeah,
that's all you've done your whole life.
Right. And so this happens, and the guy who got him into the sport, who guided him through the sport, is now gone. And he's just at the twilight of his career anyways. Like, I don't know if I got any more in the tank now. I really don't. I played for Dad. Do I have this?
It's heavy, but yet he played.
This is a Rocky III situation when he loses Mick.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he goes back out there.
And he kind of loses his way. He loses his fight.
Yes.
But Adrian, his love, brings him back and says, win.
Yes. Well, unlike Rocky III, Lionel Messi went out there last night and lost.
Oh, damn.
The story's turning more into Rocky.
Can we do a welfare check?
We're turning to Rocky V.
I'm trying to make this good. I am really trying to make this positive somehow. I know.
We in a slump, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm over here trying to hype it
It's
up.
not a Rocky III at all, no.
No, it's a Rocky.
They lost 3-2 last night. Got knocked out of the Leagues Cup stage that was going on. Club Leon took them down. But let me just tell you, people were pumped. Second half of last night's match. And it was great to see the crowd because they couldn't believe. They were so excited because they didn't think they were going to see Lionel Messi. So when he came in, they're showing a lot of people in the crowd, and they're celebrating and cheering, and they get out their phones to get videos.
And it's emotional.
Well, I'm afraid what you're going to tell me next. I'm afraid you're going to tell me he hit the ball and his foot fell
He took
off.
out 3 steps and he snapped his ACL.
Yeah. Like, how terrible is this story going to get?
I think I'm over all the really sad stuff. Let's just end with the positivity of the crowd welcoming Lionel Messi onto the pitch last night.
Thanks for that inspiring story.
But here back in the stadium, you can already hear it. Everybody is just blown away to see the greatest of all time again today.
Yep, so there you go. So I don't know where he's going to be. It's very fresh, and we'll see. He just signed a new contract with Inter Miami. So I think maybe when he gets perspective and everything, and look, he's still in a grieving period, and that's why people couldn't believe he was out there last night, because he's clearly devastated by the loss of his father, and for him to just even try to go back out there, I think it shows he still has a sense of obligation, and he knows that soccer still brings him joy.
Well, I think for some people that is a way to deal with it. He's doing something him and his father loved, and you got to be careful. And I'm not saying that to him. You got to be careful accepting someone's absolute truth when something like that happens, because you aren't thinking clearly. You're very emotional, and you're going to say, I'm never doing this again, because you're still so messed up in the head. Just take some time, Messi. Take some time for yourself, and
or rack up another loss and get sadder.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
1-1 for Dad.
Yeah, we're going to end on a positive here. Yeah. I think he's back. I think he's inspired by soccer. And last night, the warm blanket of love that the crowd poured over him has made him feel a lot better.
Win it for Dad and stop listening to the cold witch of Christmas over
Sorry.
She likes to end it sad. You know how she works.
Sorry, not sorry.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. They are selling the Los Angeles Lakers, and Bob Iger, remember him from Disney?
Yes.
He has teamed up with Josh Kushner, who is the brother of Jared Kushner, who is the son-in-law of the president, and they are buying the Lakers for $12.5 billion with a B.
Wow.
Dollars.
Yeah.
Whoa. That makes it a record for the most paid for a sports franchise ever.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy that, first of all, sports franchises are going for that much money. But the fact that the Lakers just got bought a couple of years ago, and the person who bought it just a couple of years ago already made $2 billion off of the sale.
Whoa.
Can Virginia name one LA Laker at any time period in the history of the LA Lakers? Just one.
Wasn't LeBron just a Laker?
Yes, he was.
Okay.
Way to go, Virginia. She's all over it. Girl's good.
And that's it. I'm out.
You know more than you think.
I don't know if I do.
Magic Johnson, you know.
I think I'm smarter than I am.
That broke my brain.
I think that I'm smarter than I am. Okay.
You're giving me too much credit with basketball knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is amazing. And I guess the whole thing hasn't been approved yet. The NBA's Board of Governors will take several weeks now to approve it, but I'm sure that it'll be pushed through because...
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to turn down Bob Iger and a Kushner.
Rich people get what rich people want.
They don't hear the word no very often.
They do not.
They say those season tickets, celebrities pay so much money and you can lose them too. Even if you're a celebrity and you're acting a fool and they don't like the way you're acting, they will boot you and say you no longer own these tickets.
Yeah.
They don't want no one messing around when it comes to, those floor seats where you always see all the celebs at.
Yeah.
They don't want no tomfoolery there.
Do the Lakers, are they the most expensive ticket of any NBA? Like, you would think with all those celebrities that go to all those games, they would have the most money coming in for tickets.
I don't see how they're not.
So maybe they're worth it.
But then again, I have no knowledge of the NBA money or current basketball players, so I really can't help you. But the feel, the instinct is there.
Okay.
How cool would this be? You're selling a guitar on Facebook Marketplace, and the country star Riley Green shows up to buy it. Wow.
It's kind of cool.
First thing I would go is, who's Riley Green?
You never heard of him?
Who's Riley Green?
He's a country star,
Give
right?
me a taste.
Yes, he is a country star.
He's an up-and-comer, I believe.
Give me a taste.
I don't listen to Riley Green, but I know who he is.
Well, I was talking to Kevin, and can I have my head back? Kevin.
She's not helping you out with what you need over there?
No.
I'm not deep in his catalog.
But he is up and comer, Kev. You wouldn't call him an A-lister?
No. He's, you know what? He the one song that he did do, he did the one with Ella Langley. Maybe you guys have heard it because Virginia's mom and I love to sing it. You look like you love me. Yeah, he's the male voice on that song.
I was walking and talking and singing like this.
Yeah.
Virginia's my friend, but she's also a witch. Okay, I got you. All right, no.
Yeah, he's got a few. He's a B-lister.
And there is a new documentary on Hulu that I'm excited to go watch. It's called Louder Than Fear, and it's Travis Barker from Blink-182 talking about the darkest chapters of his life and talking about the good stuff too, but really adding a lot of stories that we've never heard before, like the details of his opioid addiction, what pulled him out of it. I guess his ex-wife is a part of it.
Wasn't he in a plane crash too?
I think he was.
Because, when I read that, me just getting into a car crash the other day has messed with my head on a level.
Can you imagine it was a plane?
And Liv and other, that's got to be a mind freak for you.
Yeah, so I'm kind of intrigued to watch the details and hear the stories.
Who's producing it? Who's producing the documentary?
I would assume the Kardashian clan because he's now a Kardashian, right?
And just like that, Kev, I'm out.
You're out already, huh? That's it?
Yeah.
No more Bird?
No, man. I don't want to watch a Kardashian-produced documentary.
He might kiss the cactus. You don't know.
Kiss the cactus. Get out of here.
Check it out and let me know. Is it a fluff piece or is it actually good? Louder Than Fear, the Travis Barker story on Hulu. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Did you realize that Jbird was such an entrepreneur? He's just always working on all kinds of projects to make a little bit of money.
Get it from my father. My dad was always inventing something as a child, always.
He ever make any money off that stuff?
No, but I could tell he really had an inventor's heart, and I think if he could go back and do it again, I think he would really try to go down that road. He just loved trying to invent things, and it kept him creative, and it kept him positive, and I think it kept his mind busy from all of our family problems.
Good, yes.
Yeah. It was a distraction.
But there was always some kind of a project going on that my dad was working on. It kind of reminded me of the dad from Gremlins. You know how he was always trying to invent something.
I love that.
But it was always cool because you never knew what you would walk in. You'd go into the garage and it would look like a meth lab.
Yeah, right.
It's like, Dad, what are you working on?
Yeah, when you have a tinkerer, it's like that. My grandfather was very much that way. He had just his whole thing, loved going down there and doing projects. That was his deal.
He had some things patented, just never went anywhere. And then the one thing he really thought he had, but someone already patented back in the 50s, was the toothbrush that had toothpaste in it already, that you hit a button and the toothpaste comes out of it.
Okay.
And nothing was on the market at the time, but somebody tried to already invent that back in the 50s and it went nowhere.
Wow.
Yeah. But he got it. He tried to get a patent. They said this thing's already been patented. Someone owns it.
Wow.
Yeah, it doesn't really take much. I remember the scrunchy lady had a big old mansion on Palm Beach. Like, you just need one of those weird ideas to hit, man, and it's all good. Now, you say you're in the lab with Denny's. You guys are working on some Transformer shoes. We're going to get a pitch on that here before too long.
Yeah, well, our pitch isn't ready, and we feel if we don't give the right pitch...
Yeah, you only get one shot, like Eminem said.
The sharks aren't going to like it.
Yeah, they get a little blood in the water, and then they devour you.
But I think this could change the shoe game.
Okay.
And I'll leave it at that. I think it will, for ladies and for men.
Oh.
So you can go from business to picnic like that.
You ever done that, Virginia?
Never, but I'm ready.
You never left a business meeting and went right to a picnic?
No, it sounds lovely.
Well, you know, it's the only reason why you haven't done that is because you didn't have the right damn shoes.
Here we go.
Yes.
See, this is why.
Just think of all the business meetings followed by picnics you're going to now go on.
This is the reason why I wanted to become prepared, because I know the sharks are ferocious.
Yeah. Sharks need some meat. You were kicking around another business venture to say, could you possibly make money on a claw machine arcade?
Yeah, I saw that. Someone's making that. Is that a good business? Because I don't think I've ever seen a single human being win anything from a claw machine. They always come close. You'll get like the rabbit's ear. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get a stuffed animal rabbit. And then it drops every time.
The only thing I see in claw machines anymore is little kids.
Those go viral.
Yeah, that's all it takes. So, yeah, I know what your marketing idea is. Just get little kids to climb up in those things. And people always talk about it. I really never see anybody ever using claw machines. It always seems to be the one thing whenever I see a bar and they've got a couple of games to play, the claw machine always just seems to be sitting there.
It is, and you would think if they were smart, they would let more people win, just to give the average person thinking they have a shot of maybe getting a present or a prize of sorts. But when you see 20 kids in a row lose, you're like, this thing's rigged.
Well, there's two things working against you. The claw strength, a lot of times it's loose.
Yeah.
And then they stuff the stuffed animals in there so tight. It's how they pack them and position them to where even if you get a hold of a rabbit's ear, the foot is lodged to a point where you'll never get that rabbit, but you'll get the, oh my gosh, I got the ear, here comes the rabbit, and then, oh, I didn't get the rabbit.
So here's my other dilemma. The reason why I got trees in my backyard was because the way my backyard is, it exposes to where I can see somewhat over my neighbor's fence, and it's right by my garden. So I wanted to block all that off. But sometimes you're just like looking up at the sky and something catches your eye, and they had their window open, and it just caught my eye, and they had a claw. It looked like they had a claw machine.
Wow.
And I was like, that's kind of cool looking. Yeah. But then I go, if I got a claw machine and they have a claw machine, am I just ripping my neighbor's idea? Is there an etiquette about ripping the idea of they got a claw machine?
You think they come over, knock on your door, and demand that you get rid of it?
I don't think they do that because they're very nice, but is there an underlining kind of a rule?
Doesn't that sound like a Larry David plot?
It does. Like, you got a claw machine? Were you looking at my window?
Yeah, looking at my claw machine.
Exactly.
Get rid of it now.
Because when I caught eyes with it, it looked cool. I go, if anyone would want a claw machine, it's this
with
guy.
What you have, because you have a couple of stand-up arcade games already in your house. I think it would go great, and if you had it where it could play, I think that people would be mesmerized by it, just trying to do it. And you can set it up where you put fun things in there. In fact, I've seen there is kind of an elevator. I don't even know if it's necessarily a claw machine, but I do remember seeing these before. But they'll put Xboxes in them and some higher value things. I'm not even sure how you play them, but I think it's the same concept.
It's a game where you clip the line.
Right, yes.
Yeah, Rocco loves to try. Hasn't ever won. It's really hard.
You could throw a party and get those plastic, bubbles and put things in it like, I don't know, the devil's lettuce.
Okay.
I
think for a house, I don't know if it makes a solid business plan.
Oh, no, not for...
Well, you had sent me a video. It looked like somebody had launched their own.
They did. It looked like, unless that's AI, it looked like a Costco.
I fell for them because you ever see a business open, you're like, I give it 6 weeks.
Yes.
Because they were so excited. I'm like,
hurt my heart.
Boy, it did hurt my heart too. I'm like, y'all going to come down to earth in a couple of weeks.
It kind of had Five Below vibes without you wanting to buy anything.
That's unfortunate. Is it a bar?
No, I only saw the outside of the video. Maybe there's other things that they do other than the claw machine. Because I do feel like you're going all in on claw machine. That's a lot.
If they have like a bar in there and maybe other arcade games, it might work. But if it's just claw and nothing else.
But part of the reason why I sent that to Kevin was, is there a rule where you shouldn't jack your neighbor's things? For example, my neighbors Matt and Franny, they've got these Italian pine trees that I love, and they look so good in their front yard, and I want to do it in my front yard now. But am I being uncool by jacking their style? Now I've got Italian pines. They had it.
It's flattery.
Yeah. I think they would be honored that you wanted to duplicate what they did. That means you love what they did.
I just have learned that you never know what pisses neighbors off. Because everyone's set to a different unhinged.
Yeah, I don't think they would care about that.
Of all the things you can do to be a bad neighbor.
Yeah, of all the things.
Not Matt and Franny, but you never want to be weird. Like, why has he got a claw machine in it? Is that guy looking at my window again? I just didn't want none of that happening.
Yeah, they would probably just love that you were inspired by their garden.
Yeah, or claw machine.
Do it.
Oh, Kevin, we're getting a claw machine.
Yeah, there's some chatter about there being some claw machine arcades already open. And Rose said that there are some claw machines that will say, play till you win. Now, that'd be a way to do it, because I could see that where you put in a certain amount of money, it may cost them $1 for some of the stuffed animals. And if it costs $2 to play, you've already made $1 every single time. So if you play till you win, parents, if I saw that with a younger kid that was at least old enough to play it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, just for $2 and they get a stuffed animal, that is well worth it.
He plays till you win. He goes in as a 13-year-old, leaves as a 21-year-old with a beard.
Yeah.
That's how long it took.
Yeah, it's how you know you're terrible at claw.
I've seen that with, sometimes it'll be like more of a lower budget prize.
Yes.
Like a duck, one of those little small ducks, or a cheap bouncy ball.
Yeah.
Those are play till you win. But if you get like a nice stuffed animal one where the prizes cost a little more, those are not play till you win.
If you're getting like a nice looking, sturdy unicorn or any kind of electronic thing, you ain't winning that thing.
Well, yesterday we had a conversation about how Jbird seems to be drawn to older dogs, and his girlfriend Honeyface has a 10-year-old German Shepherd that he's gotten a lot of affection for, and we're sitting there looking at the standard age expectancy for a German Shepherd, and it said anywhere from 10 to 12 years, and unfortunately Dakota's at 10 years, and Jbird just gets so emotionally attached to these dogs that unfortunately are in the twilight of their lives, and then, you know, he's already, I feel, still recovering from the passing of Chewy, the last dog he had.
Oh, I accidentally call Dakota Chewy all the time, and I have to catch myself. I go, come here, Chewy. Come here, Chewy. I mean, come here, Dakota. Come here, Dakota.
Does Dakota get mad like a girlfriend would?
No.
I don't get the name right, then I'll come.
I don't think so, although I got to start checking on that.
What'd you call me?
Yeah.
So I don't know if the conversation yesterday and Dakota's health was in your head, but you noticed something very suspect with her nose. Well, you said it was all orange and it didn't look right.
She has a condition on her nose that, I mean, she's been to the doctor and we treat it, but she gets really bad, dry, crackly nose sometimes. So it'll get, you know, lines in it and super, super dry, so we have to put medicine on there. And she had some stomach issues, so we've been feeding her pumpkin in her food to make her stomach settle, and I wasn't even thinking. And I'm outside, and I'm petting her, and the sun's hitting on her, and I look at her snout, and her nose is bright orange, and I go, oh my gosh, what is wrong with your nose?
Oh no.
I go, oh my gosh, is she okay? Did she get into something?
Right.
I take a picture, I put it into stupid chat GPT like a dumbass.
Yep.
And of course it gives me all of these horrible things,
nose cancer,
snout cancer, yeah, all these things. So I call up my girlfriend and go, babe, I'm about to take Dakota to the emergency. The vet, there's something wrong. Her nose is bright orange. It looks like, you know, the sun. She goes, oh, no, don't worry about that. That's just the pumpkin. The pumpkin dried on her nose. She's okay. It happens all the time. There's no need to panic. I'm getting Dakota ready to get in my car to drive to the emergency room. Got the leash on, go outside. Oh, yeah, don't have a car. Wrecked it 2 days ago.
Oh, jeez.
Dakota, call us an Uber.
It was like 5 minutes of just nothing but a comedy of errors.
Yeah.
Thinking my dog's got orange snout disease.
And if anybody's wondering, we did get Dakota's permission to talk about her medical condition.
Yes, yeah, HIPAA can't get me on this.
She said it's fine.
She's becoming a little bit of a social media star.
Oh, yeah, she is. She's a lot of your videos now.
You got to pay the piper, Dakota.
Nothing's free, Dakota. But yeah, I thought she was dying from nose snout disease.
Pumpkin face.
Now, how did she get the pumpkin? Is that something you put in her food typically?
Yeah, you mix it in the food and they eat it. Sometimes dogs don't jive with it, so you want to put something they like. But
it's good for their innards, right?
Yeah, they say if your dog's having some stomach issues, it's supposed to settle their stomach. And good news, Dakota's BMs are back to normal.
Nice.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, Denny's got a dog, and apparently the BMs are very healthy as well. And he had to go through one of those things. It's very tough. You know, if you own a dog, you got to take them outside because that's where they go to the potty. And in the rainy season, you can wind up in some tough situations. And poor Denny's, he's out there with Freya, his dog, and she went poo-poo. And Denny's, being the responsible dog owner he is looking to clean it up, but it just like was one of those phantom poos. You know, sometimes you do that yourself and it just disappeared. Like,
Poof.
So Freya, like, what, did a magic trick and she pooed and then it just disappeared?
Yeah, she went under a big tree and all the leaves had fallen off, I guess, over the year, and they were collecting at the bottom. So it was the same color as the poo, so I couldn't even find it. But there's a row of houses there, so I didn't want anyone to think I wasn't picking it up. So I was kind of hunched over, shuffling through, looking for it. And then I looked down and it's all over my shoes.
Poof, it reappears.
Hey, cleaning poo out of your shoes is awful.
Dude,
the grooves.
Do not feel bad. I just bought a brand new pair of shoes. Virginia even mentioned, she's like, hey, those are pretty nice. And an hour later, I stepped in the biggest pile of dog crap, pretty much ruining the shoe. I feel you, dog.
People fighting online, losing their minds. So we read the crazy crap they write and have a fun time. Well, get ready for this week's digital drama.
Well, our first post in digital drama's got old Hank, and he made the silly mistake of publicly complaining that his wife Lynn never cooks dinner. Now, according to Hank, when she finally does cook, it's all Hamburger Helper and it tastes like wet cardboard.
Whatever. Hamburger Helper rocks.
Well, maybe it's just the way Lynn makes it. I don't know. She is not very happy about the post. She unloads on him. Then Gilmore jumps in to defend Hank. And then Joey thinks Hank deserves every miserable bite coming his way. So there's a lot of feuding going on here. I'll play the role of Hank in this. We got Virginia being Joey. Jbird, you can be Gilmore. And Denny, you'll be Lynn. Okay, here's what Hank had to say in this digital drama post. He said, I love my wife, but Lynn has not made a real dinner in months. Last night, she finally said, I'm cooking tonight. And I got all excited. She brings out some Hamburger Helper that tasted like wet cardboard covered in cheese dust. I work all damn day. Is it really too much to ask for one decent home-cooked meal?
Oh, I'm sorry, Hank. I didn't realize your arm stopped working when you said, I do at our wedding. You want a home-cooked meal? There's a kitchen 12 feet away from your lazy ass. Go discover it.
Damn, girl, get him.
Now, everyone's going to attack Hank, but I'm with him. If you tell somebody you're cooking dinner, Hamburger Helper is false advertising. That's not cooking. That's adding beef to a science experiment.
Gilmore, shut the F up. Hank has apparently confused wife with personal chef. If my husband publicly compared my cooking to wet cardboard, I'd serve him the box next time and tell him, hey, dinner's ready.
Lynn, I have cooked. Remember my chicken parm? You said it was good. And Joey, calm the hell down. I did not ask for a personal chef. I'm asking for something that didn't come with instructions printed on cardboard.
Oh, your chicken parm was just frozen chicken with spaghetti sauce dumped on it. And you almost burned down the kitchen somehow with a melted plastic spatula. Gordon Ramsay over here needs to sit his ass down.
I still say Lynn is dodging the real issue. Hank doesn't want 5-star dining. The man just wants dinner that doesn't have a powdered cheese packet and a mascot on the box.
Then Hank can learn to cook like a grown man. I hope Lynn makes Hamburger Helper every night this week. Thursday night, don't even cook it. Just hand in the box and a fork.
Fine, I'll cook tonight. But when the smoke alarm goes off and everybody's eating cereal at 9:30, I don't want to hear a damn word.
He's over it.
He is over it.
Man, that family is dysfunctional.
Now, this is fun. You want to talk about dysfunction? Dan's got an 18-year-old daughter who just became a stripper.
Oh, no.
It's not a bad thing, though. He thinks it's a great thing because she's a smart businesswoman who just figured out how to make some serious money. He's all about it. Look, she's not going to have to be paying off student loans. She's making some money. But, of course, people were clapping back at Dan. I'll play the role of Dan. Virginia, you can be Lori. Bird, you'll be Artie. And Denny's, you can be Tanya. All right, here's what Dan has to say. Everybody needs to calm down about my daughter. She's 18, making crazy money, and she just bought herself a BMW. Meanwhile, people twice her age are drowning in credit card debt. I raised a hustler. Damn right I'm proud of her.
Dan, bragging that your teenage daughter is a stripper might be the creepiest proud dad moment I've ever witnessed. You're talking about her BMW like she just got a scholarship to Harvard.
I'm with Dan on this one. She found a way to make money, and she's killing it. And with a body like that, of course that girl's gonna make some serious stank bank.
Oh, my.
Artie's a little uncouth.
OMG, this entire conversation makes me want to crawl out of my skin. Dan, you're a father. Why are you telling everyone how much money your daughter's making stripping like you're a damn talent manager, or dare I say a pimp?
Because I'm proud that she's independent. She pays her own bills. She bought her own car. And she's got money saved more now than most adults ever will. I'd rather have that than some unemployed boyfriend living in my basement playing my Xbox.
Those aren't the only two choices, Dan. It's not stripper with a BMW or unemployed loser in the basement. And Artie defending this situation somehow is making it 10 times creepier for me.
Listen, lady, I'm defending capitalism. If somebody told me at 18 I could make that kind of money dancing around for a few hours, I would have been shaking everything God gave me. Look, I've grown up with this kid since she was a kid. I know that doesn't make much sense. I'm not very bright. She's grown into a beautiful young woman.
Ew.
Good for her. She's using her assets, if you know what I mean, to make some serious cheddar. More girls should follow her plan.
Ick.
Ick.
I have never heard of bigger slime balls than these men in this chat.
Right?
You both are in your late 40s. You're fat and have horrible sweating problems.
Ew.
No woman wants to sleep with you. Stop acting pervy.
Judge us all you want. She got money in the bank, no debt, and a nicer car than Lori. Apparently, the only thing she can't afford is friends and family who mind their own damn business. Bottom line is this. My dollar makes cash, y'all. Dollar bills, y'all. You hear what I'm saying, y'all?
What?
You hear what I'm saying, y'all?
I think he meant to put my daughter makes cash, and it went to my dollar makes cash.
Yeah, actually, you're not making sense, sir.
He's a perv and he's not bright.
Fun stuff. You see some good posts. We love to be able to reenact them out here on the KVJ show. Just do a screenshot of it because they get deleted a lot of times.
I don't want to speak for you, Kev, but I didn't like playing my character. It was kind of gross. What about you?
Yeah, the dad who's very happy his daughter's a stripper.
Dad and his
I'm all about her making money right out of high school. That's all good.
Dad and his gross friend Artie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She's probably doing OnlyFans too. So.
Oh, it goes hand in hand.
Yeah, right. You got two career fields now.
Who wants to laugh their ass off? Ooh, I know I do. He wrote some funny punchlines just for me and you. It's Denny's Joke Jury.
Who's ready to laugh?
Time for a little comedy, y'all. Denny's got some jokes for us, but in the joke jury, we are the judges to let them know what is hitting and what is not. What you got for us today, Denny's?
All right, joke one. Why did the woman divorce the grape?
I don't know. Why did the woman divorce the grape?
She was tired of raising kids.
And you put them in the bath and you're like,
Look, that's Tonight
does
Show.
their skin go straight? I don't know.
We got to get you spot on the Tonight Show. That's good stuff.
It is good.
Second joke. What type of college teaches students the skills of interrogation?
I don't know what type of college teaches that.
Waterboarding school.
Oh, waterboarding.
Wow.
Yes. Okay.
It's fun.
That is fun. Well, unless you go there.
Yeah, not for the student.
Yeah.
It's fun for the teachers.
Third joke. What scandal involved Tom Brady using toothpaste to throw a football better?
I don't know what scandal involved Tom Brady and toothpaste.
Colgate.
Oh, yes. Not Deflategate.
Yeah.
It's Colgate, baby.
The cool thing about that joke, it's very topical.
That's all he knows about football.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah.
I'm just catching up.
He just heard that story. Can't believe
I
it.
was like, what?
Yeah.
In a game? All right, fourth joke. What do you call murder in a betting store?
I don't know. What do you call murder in a betting store?
Matricide?
Oh, okay.
You know I love murder comedy.
Yeah.
And final joke for y'all. Which boardwalk arcade game involved getting to third base?
I don't know which boardwalk arcade game involved getting to third base.
Whack-off-a-mole?
Okay. It's an interesting game. You don't want to touch the buttons, though.
No.
All right, Denny's. Thank you very much for that comedy today.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away. know we need that dirt of the day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. If you saw any of the live streamed Perez Hilton horrible self-harming video, you were definitely shook from that. And Perez Hilton definitely going through it. But, you know, I was asking when it happened in our backyard right down south in Miami, where are the kids? Because Perez Hilton has 3 kids. And I guess he has voluntarily given temporary custody of those 3 children over to his mother while he is still under this Baker Act. And they're trying to figure out what exactly is going on mentally and emotionally and trying to get him better. His mama has temporary custody of the 3 children. So I guess that is a good part of the story.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's nice to know that they'll at least have some stability.
Yes, absolutely. Here's an ending to the story we told you about. Remember the family at the Morgan Wallen concert that got pee-peed on?
Yes.
The guy was standing behind them and literally urinating on them and everybody around them. It was like splashing and horrific. Well, the officers ended up investigating more and talking to other concert attendees that were sitting around, and they figured out who the guy was, because on the scene he got away. Security just took him and removed him from the venue and let him leave. But they figured out who he was, and he's not even from Baltimore. He's from North Carolina, but they tracked him down. He's 33-year-old Jason Reed. They arrested him in North Carolina, where they're currently holding him for extradition to Maryland, where he will have to answer, and they're coming after him. 4 counts of second-degree assault.
It ain't like the old days where, oh, I don't live in this town or state. No one's going to know about my bad behavior. Nope. There's cameras everywhere, and your ass is going to be doxxed real quick with zoom-ins, different angles. They're going to find your 8th grade photo. It's over.
It's over, baby. If you think you're going to go out in public and urinate on people, you're in for a rude awakening.
That's all people do for their gig, is just trying to out people on the internet.
You are correct, and it's a huge revenue stream for a lot of people.
Yes.
Chasing down and hunting bad behavior in public.
Like, for example, if somebody gets caught being racist in a parking lot and they go on a racist tirade, there are people out there that spend the whole day finding every piece of information about that person.
And they will find you. They will find where you live. They will find your job, and they will not quit until you get fired.
They'll find out where you buried your grandma.
It's so true.
They will.
It is so true. So watch yourself when you're out in public. It ain't the old days. And finally here, sad in conclusion, I guess, of all this horrible story with Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle. Their son, Nick, has finally been indicted on those 2 counts of murder. The indictment and the whole thing got unsealed this week. So now we get to hear exactly what it is. It includes special circumstance allegations. They're saying that he lied in wait and waited for his parents and planned it out. And of course, we know that he used a knife. And yeah, we all know now that it stems from this argument that he and his dad got into at that holiday party the night before.
It's showing some premeditation.
Exactly.
And that's when you start showing premeditation, that's when they start to rule out criminally insane. It's a lot harder than you think to get that insanity. Most people don't get that.
And I think what they're trying to show, the district attorney, is like, look, this was such a deep, profound betrayal. These people loved you and cared for you and kept trying to get you help long after the point that you deserved it, because you kept doing bad things to them. And then your ultimate act was to kill the people that cared about you most in this world.
Well,
so
clearly he had mental issues, but I personally think, and Kevin's talked about it before, when you have someone who's got mental issues, issues, and then you compound that by using hardcore drugs, you are playing with TNT, baby. That is a missile waiting to go off.
And I think that's exactly what the district attorney is going to say in court. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
It's time for viral audio.
Hey, yeah, beautiful hair.
They can't hear me because they're listening to Kids Spot.
We got weights and fit. There we go.
Well, you can imagine when Travis Kelce finally got up to the podium to do his first interview to talk about what's going on with the Kansas City Chiefs and football. You might imagine the first question that he was asked had nothing to do with football at all. Are you surprised? No.
No, not at all.
All we've heard is glowing remarks about that wedding that happened the July 4th weekend at Madison Square Garden. So what did Travis have to say?
The wedding was the best night of my life. And I appreciate everybody who came out and celebrated and, had fun with us. MSG, man. I always told myself I'd go for a playoff game when the Knicks were rocking. And my wife went when I was stuck in a mini camp. So I didn't get my opportunity to go then. So it's kind of cool to be able to, live out my childhood dream of being in that venue and, the mecca of all sports venues, being able to get married in there. Can't thank, the owners of MSG for allowing us to get the opportunity to do that, knowing that we wanted a private event and everything. So it was perfect. And the AC was cooking, baby. That was the best part.
Stop talking. You want to hear from Taylor.
Well, he plays football in Kansas City, and Jason Sudeikis is from Kansas City, and he's been given a lot of love to his hometown through his new season of Ted Lasso. First episode really shows off a lot of Kansas City highlights, barbecue and things like that, and kind of does a runaround with it. And they're even going back, I guess, that he got the cast while they're in KC, and it's kind of a cool little way to promote. They all sing pretty well on the show, and so how they promoted it was they did a night of karaoke. This is a lot of the cast doing some difficult songs like Shallow. That's Hannah Waddingham, who is on there. She's the big, tall blonde that is on the show. And you can tell she's sang on the show before. You can tell she knows she has a good voice.
If you ever want to just sing the Bradley, what's his name? Bradley Cooper part, all you have to do is mentally get in your mind that you are really drunk on whiskey and just start mumbling. And you nail it.
He's got the easy part. Yeah. You can be drunk and do it. She has the hard part.
If you're doing karaoke that song, you want to fight for parts, be like, I get Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, definitely.
It sounds great at a karaoke part.
Yeah. Can we both be Bradley?
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Jason Sudeikis also did GNR's Patience.
Need a little patience. Yeah.
Great.
I think it's kind of required for all those people going out for SNL or any of those comedy troupes where you have to show you can do a little dancing, you can at least somewhat carry a tune, and if you can't, they get you in practice and getting you up to snuff.
Do they sing a lot on Ted Lasso?
I wouldn't say a lot, but they have enough that you could see, oh, you know what, they sing pretty well. They got a couple singers on that. And so I'm sure when they're sitting around saying, hey, how can we promote the new season? They said, why don't we do a karaoke night? And they were up on stage just singing all these songs. Now, you do have one guy that is on the cash. Like, okay, can this dude, Brendan Hunt, he plays Coach Beard's assistant on there, if you know who I'm talking about, if you watch the show. So, like, we need to find a song for him. They said, aha, let's have him do the goofy part of Love Shack. job, didn't they?
I mean, they are getting right in the vocal register of the original artist and nailing it.
Yeah.
All of them.
Right.
Damn.
It was pretty good. It was a really good showing for Ted Lasso. Hope the season's as good as the singing was.
I mean, if the season is half as good as the singing, they're going to do well.
And what do you think about Matthew McConaughey on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon last night doing a bluegrass cover of Ella Langley's Shoes in Texas?
She's from Texas, I can tell by the way he's stepping around the room. Jugging by the smile is written on his face. There's nothing I can do. No, it doesn't take a crystal ball to see. A cowboy always finds a way to leave. Drinking Jack all by myself. His shoes in Texas, I can tell.
That's fun, too.
It's so funny how many country songs talk about drinking alone by themselves.
They do.
And it makes you think, am I doing something wrong or am I doing something right? Do I continue to drink by myself?
I do think I find myself drinking more when I listen to country.
I do, too.
Oddly enough. Can you answer like a majority of the members of the KVJ show? That's what we're going to find out here with a game called Majority Rule. We got a different topic. We're going to see what the answers are. If you answer like a majority of the people, you get a point. It's myself, Virginia, Jbird, and Denny's. First thing I need for you to do is to write down a mall in South Florida.
Hold on. My friend's looking for a pen. I don't know if you can hear that.
If you're the audience, who do you think's responsible for this noise?
Sorry, I just having a tough time gripping things this week.
This week?
It's been more challenging.
Okay, even more so this week.
You need a pen? Just say so.
Can I have a pen,
I thought you grabbed one.
No,
it was so loud. I was like, how can all that noise be unsuccessful?
Somebody took out
You would think there would be at least a reward for all of that.
Someone took out the pen part.
Oh, give me that then. Let's throw it away.
It's a trick pen.
Who would do this to Jbird?
Yeah, I'm surprised ink didn't fly out in my face.
What a terrible trick.
Okay, your mall. Is he able to write down yet? No, I think he's dropped the pen.
Dropped the pen.
He's now dropped the pen.
And then hit his head on the counter.
Oh, wow, I didn't know this game was so challenging. It takes a lot to get to the starting mark.
Take two.
Okay, take two. We're going to start this whole thing all over again.
Thank you for that. I apologize to the audience once again.
I don't think it was noticeable.
At this point, they should be used to it.
Okay. What is the mall in South Florida you're writing down? I believe everybody's going to be answering with the Gardens Mall for proximity. Am I correct?
Yeah, I wrote Gardens.
I knew you would. Bird?
I want old school.
Yep.
Only talking about the Twin City Mall.
Okay, let's see if that gets a match. Denny's?
I wrote Gardens.
Damn it.
I don't know. It took a minute to get to that round.
Denny's didn't even live by the Twin City Mall.
I talk about it all the time.
I know, we block it out.
I think you guys black out a lot of things I say.
Like, oh, God, he's groaning on against this mall 38 years ago.
He's telling that UFO story again.
Give me a type of muffin.
Ooh.
Type of muffin.
Will you accept this muffin top I got over here for you?
I bet my muffin top's bigger.
I don't know.
Does it have a flavor?
Do you want to get your muffin top off?
I got a little bit of a muffin top going too.
Okay. All right, after the show.
We know who doesn't. The Adonis, Kevin Ralston.
Supermodel body.
No, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
You're annoying.
As he's flexing. What are you guys talking about?
What are you going with, Virginia, for your flavor of muffin?
I am trying to make it healthy. I'm going blueberry.
Okay. Jbird?
I'm trying to make it unhealthy, only talking about chocolate chip.
Ah, Denny's.
I went with the best one, blueberry.
Oh, man, I did too. Wow.
Is it 3 against 1 again?
It is.
Sometimes in life, you just have to accept that you're just not good at things.
Look, you dance to the beat of a different drum.
You're right. And I looked at death this week, right in the face. And guess what, baby? I'm still here.
You are still here. Barely, but yes.
Barely.
I mean, yeah.
Give me a smell you would get at a baseball game.
Oh.
A smell from a baseball game. Bird, played baseball, a big part of your career. What is the smell that takes you
Loss.
there?
The bench. No.
The pine. The bench I'm sitting on.
For me, I loved smelling the fresh clay. Oh, the fresh clay of a baseball field.
Okay.
Especially after they mowed the lawn, sun's a popping. Okay. No one put fresh clay.
Well, I don't know, Denny's. I'm sure Denny's put fresh clay.
With so much time he spent in cleats.
Yeah. Did you put fresh clay, Denny's?
didn't.
You did not? Oh, wow. It's crazy.
It is another popular smell, though. I put hot dog burps.
Oh, okay.
You like that smell?
I think it's just the smell, right? Is it one that you like?
Yeah, well, it's just a smell from a baseball game, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I went hot dogs. I could do without the burps, but yeah, hot dogs. It's what I smell.
I went hot dogs as well.
Okay.
But with hot dogs do come the burps.
Okay, so Denny's going to get credit. You're going to get
I think so, yeah.
But you were going to put fresh clay. You just decided the last minute.
Now I think you just try not to match with anybody.
Well, sometimes a man likes being the
I don't think he needs to try.
No, I'm going to try to get inside Ralston right now.
Okay.
I'm going to really try to get inside you.
Brace yourself, Ricky.
I'm going to really get inside the brain.
Okay. Look out. You may not like what you find in there.
Think like Kevin.
I am.
Right.
Just like him.
Well, nobody went beer for the baseball game, but let's go with a beer brand. Popular beer brand. What are we going to go with here? Popular beer brand. Okay. What is that going to be? Denny's. Start with you on this one.
I just went with Bud.
Bud. Okay. Yeah, you got to think that might be there. I went Civil Society, though. I kept it craft and local.
I do love Civil.
Uh-oh. That didn't match with Virginia then.
But I also went Bud.
Yeah, this is
Because the king of beers, biggest money.
Okay. Jbird?
I could have swore me and you would mesh because I put down fresh. Fresh beer, you love
That is Civil Society.
Yeah. I think, does that count?
Kind of.
Yeah.
It's the same beer that you're talking about.
Popular beer brand. Yeah,
I don't want a cheap point.
No, I think it's good.
I think it counts.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you. You saved them from not getting a point.
You were thinking like Kevin, and Kevin was thinking like Kevin.
One DJ, two brains. What's going on here?
And they said you wouldn't get a point.
It's almost like we were separated at birth.
Would it be two DJs, one brain?
Please.
One DJ, half a brain.
Brain and a half.
Just let me cook over here.
Yeah, okay. You're right. Okay, what about this? A car people dream of owning.
Oh. A car people dream of owning.
Yes.
I'm thinking like Denny's.
You are.
Thinking like Denny's.
Like Denny's. Okay.
I wrote my answer before you, so I might have been thinking like someone else.
Dream car, man, oh man. I was going to answer like the Bird, but that's very risky.
It
is
crazy.
It is
Firebird.
I'm going to lay up and go Bentley.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Virginia.
I went with not one I would pick, but you see a lot of Lambos
Lamborghini.
in South Florida.
Jbird.
I don't know how they found me, but they found me. Who? The Libyans. Only talking about the DeLorean.
Ah, okay.
The DeLorean.
The DeLorean, of course, the DeLorean.
Yep. Okay, and Denny's.
Yeah, I put Lambo.
Okay.
Got some points.
I hear ya.
Come on.
Virginia and Denny's
Lambo.
have now pulled into the lead here in majority rule.
All right, let's clean their clocks, Denny's.
I like this, though. I can be a spoiler, a rat. I can mess up the game. I still got power in the game. Right, Kevin?
Yes, nobody's out. Nobody's out.
Okay, give me a TV catchphrase. TV catchphrase. Ooh, okay. All right. TV catchphrase. Virginia?
This is tough.
This is tough.
I mean, it's so
many.
old.
Well, that's what
all of these are going to be old.
Yeah, you're right.
Mine's old too.
Even the new ones I was going to do are old.
I got to go with, what you talking about, Willis?
Okay. Jbird?
What you talking about, Virginia?
Denny's?
What you talking about, Bird?
All right, wait, what you talking about, Willis?
We all did it.
So
It's
many
so
more.
classic.
We could have done so many.
I know.
Okay, so nobody moves ahead on that. Still with Virginia and Denny's in the lead.
Tell you what, though, shows you the staying power of that phrase.
You are not kidding. Whatever.
Well said. What you talk about, Virginia?
It tripped on my tongue.
What's a sleepover activity you do? What is a sleepover activity that you do? All right, Jbird, what do you got? You have a sleepover. What are you doing?
Build forts and act like you are hostages.
Like you could have stopped at build forts.
Yeah.
Like you've been like G.I. Joe. All of a sudden, like my nickname was Hideaway. Yeah. And sometimes the enemy would capture me, and I'd have to go in the prison. Okay. So you'd make a fort. The fort was the prison. Okay. Hideaway's been captured. How will he get out?
Right.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
That's a really long answer.
Denny's, what do you do a sleepover?
I put watch scary movies.
Okay.
It's like a sleepover.
I put watch movies. Virginia?
I put tell ghost stories.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. In a fort.
In a fort.
Well, I think Denny's was close with the watching movies. To me, that's a pair. That's going to be a win.
Oh,
wow.
Congratulations, Denny's.
Look at you again.
I'm in all you.
You're a slut.
By the way, your haircut looks great.
Thanks. I got it cut at a different place. Remember, I was going to that one place, and then they got this new employee, and he kept deciding my haircut for me, which I hated.
Hate that.
I would tell him, I was like, nah, if you could just cut the sides short, maybe the top short. He's like, dude, I worked up in New York. I'll cut your hair. I know what you need. He did that to me 3 times. I was like, I'm not coming here anymore. I'm not doing this.
I've had the same
What does
thing.
New York have to do with it? Are they known for their haircuts?
Oh, it's New York. We're the epicenter of fashion.
New York does think it makes the rules for everything.
They think they're number one in everything. Yeah.
Barbering.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, I can fix your car. I'm from New York. What? Okay.
The superpower these New Yorkers have.
So there's a new place. It's a different cut.
All right, well, it looks great.
Thanks. I'm going to go back.
People do that. That's happened to me before where they don't listen to the customer. Like, no, trust me. I know what is good for your face. No, give me a fat fade.
Do we have a makeup or a breakup here? That is the question. In fact, it's a little bit different than just a makeup or a breakup. I guess she'd be making up with one and breaking up with the other, possibly, depending upon what the choice is. And she's trying to figure out, does she go back to her ex-husband or stay with her fiance? Which one should she do here? Now, she needs a little help choosing. Now, the reason why she divorced her husband 3 years ago is because of his excessive drinking. He was having some career struggles, and he tried drinking them away. And that just affected everything. It wasn't good for us. It was not good for our daughter. So I got away from that. Well, that was kind of a wake-up call to him. And the drinking went away. So did his career struggles. He woke up a good bit. Now it's taken pretty much all these 3 years to get there, but I definitely see the improvements. He is sober. He's doing well financially. And he reminds me of the man I married. I would take him back in an instant if I hadn't already moved on. But now, 3 years later, I'm engaged to a thoughtful man who, unfortunately, has now fallen on his own career issues. Maybe the problem is her.
Girl, you got to look within.
Yeah, you get with a guy, his career falls apart.
You breaking these bros.
And all of a sudden, he started developing this drinking habit. I don't know what's going on.
I think it might be you.
She's a monster.
Wow. She says that her now fiance's been out of a job for a year She said he's more carefree than my ex, so he hasn't turned to drinking. In fact, he doesn't really seem to be that bothered by his unemployment.
Oh, hell no.
And now that's kind of starting to bother me.
Yeah.
He can't really contribute a lot to our mutual expenses that we have, and now I am rethinking even marrying him. In fact, I miss the life I had with my ex, and so does our teenage daughter. But my daughter also loves my fiance, and she seems to enjoy having two fathers. So here I am very conflicted. I never stopped loving my ex, and he has not been shy in stating that he wants our family back. I just hold on to the scars, though, from the nightmarish 2 years of his drinking that led to our divorce. He said some terrible things in that time. Now, my daughter has told me that she loves that I'm so much happier now, but I wonder if that will remain if my fiance cannot find work. We're getting married in January, and I'm thinking of postponing now.
Girl.
My ex-husband has told me that he is there for me, but that the offer will not be on the table forever.
So that whole for better or for worse when it comes to marriage, that's a bunch of lies.
Well, she's not married to this new guy yet. It's a fiance.
No, but what I'm saying is that guy was going through a tough time, and then she left him, and then he got better and he got sober. So he was going through the low time in his life, and she hightailed out. I'm just asking the question. I always heard when it comes to marriage, it's, for better or for worse, low times, high times, sick or for health. I guess that's not a thing people practice anymore.
It's not when you're talking about abusive situations with an alcoholic.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, I think abusive with an alcoholic, you have every right to pack it up and get out of there.
Did it say he was physically abusive or just verbally?
It did not. It just said that it was a nightmarish 2 years. So I don't know what that means and what made it nightmarish. She did not.
It was probably really yucky, and she was doing it for her daughter and herself.
Yeah.
Is it possible they're both at fault?
I'm sure in most situations you have a lot of blame to go around for everybody. The question is just who. And then I think we're talking about redemption as well in this situation, because she's looking at it saying the man that I chose to marry is back to being himself. He is the father of our biological daughter. She obviously loves her dad and is happy that he is clean and sober now. And the ugly things she saw with his drinking are obviously gone. But she does love her fiance, and she is, though, taking into account their future and the struggles are going to happen, is the fact that he's unemployed, money's not coming in, but he seems a little bit unbothered by it. And it seems to be adding stress to her life.
What makes him undateable is the fact that he's unemployed and unbothered by it. Not only do you not marry an unemployed man, you don't date an unemployed man. You have to be the breadwinner, and he's not contributing anything. That's not fair.
Well, I don't know if that's always the case. Sometimes people do fall into hard times, and
absolutely, you got to pick yourself up and you got to get back out there. He's happy being unemployed.
But that's according to her.
She said unbothered. Now, I think unbothered is different from
unbothered
being happy.
is a problem.
And unbothered could be the energy he has with her. Yeah. It's possible that when he's alone, it is bothering him, but for her, he's putting on a brave face.
Not everyone,
I don't know.
Not everyone cries, screams, throws something off the wall to show that they're bothered. Some people are able to hold their whatever's bothering them. They're able to hold it inside and not exhibit certain behaviors. Maybe he is bothered. But what I don't like about some of these things sometimes is we're getting one perspective from a situation when there's two people involved here. How do we know this is what exactly is happening unless you're there?
We don't.
You don't know.
Mm-hmm. So I think she is looking for some guidance as to what she should do. I think the first step is good. You have a lot of uncertainty here, and there's no reason to get married in January. No. You don't have to rush that. So she's already, working on postponing that.
Who's paying for a wedding to an unemployed man?
Well, they could just be doing a quickie. Going to a lot of people are going to a courthouse or something like that. Not really. But it becomes legally binding, even if you're not paying for an actual wedding and just making it legally binding. Then you're now tethered to this individual financially.
When you're this confused and you're got all this stuff in your head, you need to be alone when it comes to romance and figure some things out. Because now you are with this one husband, but you don't know if you want to be with him. Now you're missing your ex. There's kids. You need to clear your head and stop trying to make all these moves because you're confused. You got too much confusion going on.
And you can can be honest with everybody. I think if you told every man in this equation what was in your head, that would probably make it a lot clearer for everybody what the steps next need to be.
It sounds to me like she has been honest with her ex-husband, who's come to her and said, hey, I would like to get our family back together now that I'm back together. And she has said, I have a fiance. Like that can't happen right now. And he said, okay, the offer's on the table, but it's not going to stay there forever. And I think that's the only thing where the clock is ticking. And that's why this is something where she just can't choose to be by herself. If she does choose her ex-husband, she needs to make that choice relatively quick.
Let's make no mistakes about this. She's definitely already slept with her ex-husband. They've already hooked up. That's why she's emailing. That's why there's matters of the heart. That's why she's got a heavy heart. She's confused and she wants to hear the answer she wants to hear about. She wants to hear us say it's okay, go back with the ex and go sleep with them.
Well, just like we don't marry an unemployed man, we also don't take ultimatums from an ex telling us the clock is ticking.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Because I'm going to do this in my time, and you don't get to tell me what my time is.
Yeah. I don't think you run back to the ex-husband, and that is the least popular answer that we have. Only 9% of people are saying that she should choose her ex-husband, who's now back to being clean and sober, and rekindle the family.
And unfortunately, man, that is life. Sometimes you go through some bad stuff happens, and there's your lesson, and you have to own it. It may not be meant to be. I know you had a 3-year run where things were bad. It might not be in the cards for you to get back together with your ex-wife, because that's the lesson and the problem here.
Not many more people are choosing her fiance, though. Only 13% of people are saying to stay with the fiance. I think you're doing the smart thing, postponing that marriage. You can hang on for a little bit, but it sounds like you're already mentally kind of getting out. And the majority, overwhelmingly, 75% of people are saying she should go with neither.
I agree.
Go
with yourself.
I see this with so many people in my own life where they are in a relationship. The relationship is going terrible. It's sour. They're struggling. And what do as soon as they break up? They immediately jump into a brand new relationship. And it's like, give yourself some time to let the storm clear.
Amen.
Get your head back. Get centered.
Well, she's had 3 years. I mean, I don't know how long you need to take off.
It's not 3. For her, it's not been 3 years.
She's been divorced 3 years.
It's been in her head. It's not been 3 years. This has been something that's not a 3-year issue.
She needs to sit her fiance down and tell him what's on her mind and be honest. And they probably don't need to be together until he can get his life together. She might need to be by herself and think things through.
Yes. I would just say your priority is your teenage daughter.
Yes.
Look after her. You guys really focus on life together, and then you'll see whatever man is around. Look, the biological father is still going to be around. Your ex-husband.
And it's a good thing now he's got a job. He's paying child support. So you're good there. You don't need this man in your bed to complete your life.
But no, you have to have that because you have to create the drama. You need the drama in your life. Without the drama, we can't keep this thing going.
Yeah. So I would say pump the brakes. I don't think you have to have this answer right now. I know what's in your head is your husband gave you that ultimatum, but you're right. Don't play to that ultimatum. You need to take your time to make sure you resolve and do the right things, and probably only time will tell you what that answer is.
Amen.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, the Whacked Out News is being powered by Lebovic Law Group, Warriors for Justice. Oh, Roxanne Rizzuto was so proud of her brand new Rolls Royce. She decided to take over a lot of people out of Rolls Royces and rolled right up into the Boca Raton. She had some dinner. She had some drinks. It's about 1 a.m. She's feeling great. She said, you know what? Time to go home and let's try out that new Rolls Royce.
Uh-oh.
Problem was the drinks part.
Oh, yeah.
Roxanne. She had a little too much to drink.
Uh-oh.
The cops noticed when they pulled her over. She was speeding a good bit right there through them back streets in Boca Raton.
See, that's the thing about that alcohol. It really makes you want to go double the speed limit.
And she might have gotten away with it, if she hadn't almost crashed into a police officer who was parked on the side of the road.
Oh, no.
Making my job so easy.
Yeah, she also straddled 2 lanes, and then she started driving in a bike lane in that Rolls Royce.
Oh, no.
And let me guess, when he pulled her over, he told her what she did wrong, and then she 11 times asked, well, what did I do wrong? Well, why am I pulled over? What did I do wrong? Ma'am, you were driving in and out of traffic.
They will release the body cam.
They will, but that's always, the cop will explain what they've done wrong 10 times, and all they do is...
So why did you pull me over?
So I don't understand. My dad is a sheriff who knows another sheriff in Utah. Let me get him on the phone right now. Ma'am, you're in Florida.
Yes, and I would guess by looking at Roxanne, if she has a father, he'd be 135.
Really?
She's not young. Yeah.
Oh, no. She's,
if she tries to use my dad excuse, yeah. I'd be like, yeah. She had another excuse, though. It wasn't her fault, of course. It wasn't the alcohol. It was the brand new Rolls Royce had loose brakes.
Oh.
Yes, and that was causing her to swerve and drive in bike lanes and almost hit cops sitting on the side of the road.
Because those things are put together poorly.
Yeah. I hear Rolls Royces are trending down. They don't make them like they used to.
They're really known for being such a terribly put together car.
Got another lemon Rolls Royce.
Oh.
Yeah, she reeked of alcohol too. So she did admit to drinking just a couple glasses of wine.
Only 2, probably.
But she bombed the sobriety test. So, yeah. But she's got a Rolls Royce, so I'm sure she can afford a DUI. Not a big deal, right?
Gosh, just get a driver.
I wonder if
he can drive you and you can sit in the back of your Rolls Royce.
I wonder if she was combative, because sometimes the DUI person, they know they've been had. They're like, yep, I was drinking.
A rich woman from Boca. Do you think she was combative?
Probably very combative.
Named Roxanne?
Yeah.
Maybe, maybe not. I don't want to typecast here. It's not fair. There's a California man who's on probation who got arrested after he drove a stolen vehicle to a probation office.
Oh, no.
Police witnessed the man driving a stolen vehicle after he left a McDonald's parking lot.
What the hell?
After he got stopped, the man told the officers that he was headed to the probation office to check in with his probation officer. And they said, you know what? No, you'll check in with him later. You'll need to see him again because we're going to arrest you for this one. So you're going to stay with him a good bit longer.
And he's going to be mad because this arrest actually violates your probation. So
yeah,
not a happy situation for you.
Officer, is it cool if I finish my Big Mac, please?
If I was a cop, I would let him finish that Big Mac.
There are videos where guys go, man, do you mind if I just finish my beer? And the cop goes, we can't allow that. We cannot.
You cannot finish the beer.
I saw one cop allow a girl to take a hit off her vape while she was in cuffs. I couldn't believe they allowed.
She must have been hot.
She was not.
Oh, really?
I mean, I don't like to make fun of people's looks, but
she was a wild boar.
It was not. It wasn't my cup of soda.
Well, this dumb in Phoenix got arrested after allegedly robbing the Scottsdale Shake Shack where he worked.
Oh, dude.
Then came back to the exact same location 2 days later.
They always know it's you if it's an inside job. They're going to recognize your walk, your talk. Even if you wear a ski mask, you big dummy.
Also, too, the whole cameras, that helps.
Wow.
33-year-old Keandre Simmons entered through the rear delivery door and then forced one of his coworkers into a walk-in cooler at gunpoint. That's going to be awkward when they work together again, huh? He then directed the manager to open the safe and stole about $2,800. He then destroyed all phones by submerging them in water. I thought a lot of them were waterproof these days.
Yeah, I think you can put your phone in water now.
Man, there's a reason why this guy's in the whacked out news.
This guy is not so bright.
They found him because he had a suspicious knowledge of the store's layout. His voice sounded exactly like Keandre's, and he walked and moved just like Keandre.
Yeah, it's the gate, brah.
That's why you got to do a British accent. you got to change up your voice.
You got to get a limp and a British accent.
Change your gait, change your voice.
Or how about rob another Shake Shack, eh?
Yeah, exactly. Not the one you work at.
Yeah.
And then show back up for work.
Like nothing happened. He thought
hey, guys.
He thought he was going to get away with it.
Anything cool happen?
There's a woman who broke into a Long Island City couple's apartment by posing as a dog walker to obtain a key from the front desk. The couple, who was actually on vacation, spotted her lounging on their couch through their security camera. building management terminated the employee involved, and the woman was taken to a hospital for evaluation. But can you imagine? I mean, here they are. They're actually watching this right now, and they can see someone is sitting on their couch.
Bill Kim and his girlfriend were on vacation last month when they got a notification on the app for their surveillance camera showing a complete stranger inside their Long Island City apartment.
We just started freaking out. We're like in full panic mode.
The woman seemingly notices the camera and rips it off the shelf. The tenants called police and a friend who got there first and knocked on the door. They blurred her face in the cell phone video.
Hey, I know you don't live there. You gotta go.
But I have a question. I'm a patient.
No, you're not.
I'm not.
You're not. You gotta get out of there.
The NYPD soon arrived and were told the woman was taken to an area hospital for evaluation.
I'm just like in shock, you know, I'm wondering, like, how did she get in?
The tenants reported it to building management and say they got this email response stating an individual claiming to be a dog walker mistakenly received a key to an apartment at the front desk. The employee involved has been terminated, and we are currently retraining all staff on ID verification protocols.
Yikes. Ooh. That's wild, isn't it? Dang.
They interviewed the dog, too, and the dog goes, I was so confused. I had no idea why this lady was trying to take me for a walk.
The dog's been cleared.
Yeah, dog has been cleared. Now, but is that somebody who is on drugs and that's doing something, you know?
I don't know. It's a mental health crisis.
Or is that a mental health? That's what I'm wondering.
You don't know if it's caused or triggered by drug use or whatever, but...
How does that work, though, in the court? When she gets arrested, does she go to jail or prison, or does she go to a mental health facility?
Probably for that one, because they're bringing up the mental health. They bring her to get checked out at mental health.
Got ya.
Well, there's a suspicious package outside a fire station in Washington, D.C. that shut down rush hour traffic yesterday morning. But it turns out it was just a big old sex toy.
How big?
I don't know. Like, what is going on here?
How big was it?
Wow, that shut down traffic, huh? Problem going on near Universal Studios Hollywood. People there are complaining that they got this new Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift roller coaster, and the nearby Toluca Lake neighborhood is saying that, yeah, we hear this 72-mile-per-hour coaster zipping by with people screaming every 30 to 40 seconds.
Oh, wow.
And they're not thrilled by it.
Every 30, 40 seconds, you just kept hearing screams, and it's like, this is going to be our new sound in the neighborhood all day long. Very peaceful, you know? So that roller coaster it's a game changer.
5 minutes you hear, ah! And you're like, is this really happening? I'm sitting here at my desk doing work, and there's like this crazy roller coaster sound.
It does sound thrilling, though.
That's got to suck so bad. There's nothing you can do about it.
Nothing you can do. What are you going to do?
Move.
And your property value is now in the toilet.
That would drive me up a wall.
Whatever you paid for your house, you better take a lot off.
Imagine you haven't slept in a day or two and you're just trying to get some work done, and that's all you're hearing every 30 seconds.
Oh, my gosh.
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't
I'd
either.
have to move.
That would be rough.
Universal says they're going to be installing 2 additional sound barriers that
that'll
alleviate
fix
the problem.
it. Yeah.
And passengers on a China Southern flight reportedly found themselves scrambling for the lavatories after a complimentary prune juice was served during the journey.
Uh-oh. Did prune juice do what prune juice does?
Apparently it was running through them. They had more than 100 passengers, and they just had 2 bathrooms.
Okay, prune juice already will kick that thing into high gear, but if it's like funky prune juice that's gone bad and then causes like explosive diarrhea.
Do you know what I feel bad? I feel bad for like the 43rd person going in, because if there's only 2 bathrooms and all these people have the prune poops.
They said a lot of the passengers thought it was actually just grape juice, and then when their tummy started rumbling, they're like, what was that I drank? They're like, that was prune juice. Like, why would you serve prune juice? We got 2 bathrooms.
Yeah, but seriously, why are you...
What's wrong with you?
Who's serving prune juice anywhere?
China Southern.
Other than an old person's home.
Wow. Yeah, maybe hindsight's 20/20, but yeah, let's maybe take that off the menu.
Yeah.
I would sue.
Let's go back to apple.
Yeah.
Apple or orange juice?
You have so many orange, apple,
Yeah.
We're going
grape.
prune. That's
Could have gone a lot of other ways with that China Southern.
Prune is thick, too.
Oh, you're right.
It's a little syrupy.
It's polarizing.
Look how miserable that was.
You have to give people full disclosure before you give them an instant explosion.
I would be so pissed off if I just guzzled down all this drink and they go, that was prune juice. I go, are you kidding me?
We've replaced these passengers' normal juice with prune juice.
Now, this could be a good prank.
Let's see how they respond.
Maybe there's cameras.
You're just waiting for the next person to get done in the bathroom.
Imagine an hour later, the chaos in the line. No one's in their seats. It's just one line, like a conga line going all the way up to the
Some
bathroom.
people have to poop in the vomit bag.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, man, oh, man. Worst flight ever.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
Well, it is on, baby. It is back. Got some high school football kicking off tonight, Virginia. Season's going.
Are you excited? Are you going?
I don't know if I'm going to go. We'll see. I know my son's high school has a game tonight. They're playing Palm Beach Lakes High School, so that's going to be going down.
Oh, okay.
You got Miami Edison taking on Coral Glades tonight, so you do have a couple of games in action, and then some other good action going on this weekend with Miami Northwestern taking on Palm Beach Central. That's going to be a good one. This is the first weekend they usually kind of really get going, and Cardinal Newman's got Vero Beach, which that's going to be a big old clash. Can't wait to see what happens with that.
The Chiefs, I believe. Am I correct?
Yeah, Vero Beach Chiefs. Yeah, taking on them Crusaders. Cardinal Newman is supposed to be one of the best teams. Vero Beach is as well. So that'll be some really good games right out of the chute. So we'll give you a little bit more of a rundown on that as it happens tomorrow. But very excited that is going to be going on tonight, and it's back. What you got on your mind today, Jbird?
I was looking at this list someone sent me to because they know I like weird sitcom-y type episodes, especially when you watch a show and then all of a sudden, usually one per season, seems like they hired a different writer or something. It just didn't make sense. And there was this list, the darkest TV finales in TV history. And there's some crazy ones. Remember me talking about that dinosaur show? It was a kid's show, but they were dinosaurs dressed in all of these costumes. The ending is that the dad does some wrong experiment and basically ends the world with extinction.
So that it's the dad's fault that dinosaurs went extinct.
And it ends with the family and the like huddled up and the sun's going down and it's getting cold and they're gonna die. That was the episode.
That's wild.
A kid show.
Heavy.
Very heavy. There was the one with Roseanne and the final one with her. I guess Dan either died in the beginning or something happened with Dan, and you realize through the whole episode is her writing a book. It's not even her talk. Like she's writing about all of her pain and all of the dark stuff that's gone on, Dan dying, and it's her writing the book, and that's how it ends. And you're like, oh, kind of feel sad after watching that comedy. They've got How I Met Your Mother's on there. Alpha's on there. They said MASH. That was a very, very depressing finale. People were watching that going, oh, should have watched that.
It was a heavy show.
Yes. And then they just had other episodes that were maybe not a finale, but just a weird, odd. They had one where on the Facts of Life, we remember Facts of Life.
Sure.
Natalie was dating a guy named Snake.
Yes.
And the whole episode was about how Natalie was going to lose her V card to this guy named Snake, and that was the whole episode.
Snake, huh?
Yeah, and it's
Snake is gonna take.
And do you know who the guy who played Snake? It was the scumbag that played the scumbag in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Damone.
Oh, no way!
He was Snake.
Anytime you need a snaky looking dude.
Yes, Different Strokes had the one where the bicycle guy was a child molester, and he sold bikes, and that was a really weird one, and they used a laugh track on that. And you go, where, like, the pitch meetings of all of these kind of shows, how did that go down?
It did not age well.
Because we have to go in pitch meetings sometimes where, we're talking about an idea and everyone's kind of shooting the ideas. how do you go from let's make the bicycle guy, he is a child diddler and he's real funny, and we'll put a laugh track there. Oh, this is definitely a one
showing you creepy guys can hide in plain sight, and they like to do things that kids enjoy, and that's where they put themselves.
And I get the message if it was an adult show, maybe, but laugh tracks, and then Arnold's talking about
the laugh track is weird.
Well, Arnold, Gary Coleman's character in the episode, talks about how he can lick an ice cream cone in 3 seconds, and he's great using his mouth.
Yeah.
And the laugh track goes on, and then the bicycle guy's got like a weird comment. You go, how did this get approved?
Doesn't feel right.
70s and 80s were weird.
Yeah.
They'd always throw in that odd episode. Boy Meets World did the same thing. And you look into it and you go, I think they got new writers on the show and started going a different way, because it was one way and then all of a sudden it went this whole different odd way. But yeah, there's a list of the darkest finales in TV history. Cosby Show's on there. Cheers. Scrubs. Newhart. I thought Newhart was kind of cool, though.
Newhart was great. I don't know what's so bad about
was
that.
fantastic.
Yeah, that was deemed to be maybe the best finale of all time, where he just woke up in his other show. It was brilliant. Yeah.
I thought I loved that one.
It was brilliant because I feel like that was the first time someone did like the dream scenario kind of a thing.
Yeah.
That was cool.
That one's great.
Genius.
Yeah. Not my best topic, but
okay. What's on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I just wanted to send a little shout out. So we got a message at KVJ Cares on Instagram. You can DM us if you ever have a charity project that needs some love. So we got a message from the Martin County School food nutrition specialist last week. She was looking to feed the lunch ladies. So the lunch ladies had all come together from the Martin County schools, and they were getting their menus planned for the year, and she wanted to feed them. And I was like, oh, this sounds like such a KVJ project. Who wouldn't want to feed the lunch ladies for once? They fed us forever. And so we reached out to Evo Restaurant right there on the borderline of Martin County, and Evo sent over all kinds of delicious food to feed the lunch ladies, and they loved it. Catering pans of food and had smiles on their faces and gratitude. So
that's awesome.
Thank you to Evo, the restaurant, for flipping it and feeding the lunch ladies.
That's cool. That is good. Quick little note, too. It is actually the Vero Beach Fighting Indians, not the Chiefs. So
Indians, I got it wrong. Man, someone called me out for being wrong. That's odd. That never happens. As I read the chats and me getting called out for being wrong.
So how do you level up when you really don't have any money? I saw this post from a 21-year-old female who's lived in Miami her whole life. And she said, maybe I just grew up really poor. But seriously, how do women here have the money to look so good in the way they do practically all the time? Was it plastic surgery? Is it Botox? Is it nails, hair, Pilates, nice clothes, nice smile? I mean, what is it? All these things that I look at, they're so expensive, especially here in South Florida. So I'm genuinely wondering, how do you guys afford it on a regular basis? And I will tell you, it is tough. And there are a lot of people that you see. For instance, I was looking at Ella Langley. And before she got going, there was a photo of her back in old Alabama with her family and her sisters and all that. And then I saw her now. I'm like, almost doesn't look like the same person.
Really?
There's a lot of people that you've seen, especially in music, that have started out that just look like a regular person. Then all of a sudden, they get a hit or two, and now they look like this glamorous model. And you're like, wow. But when you look at the origins, when they didn't have the money, they just look like anybody you would see on the street, nothing special.
Glam is expensive, and a lot of that can be done with makeup and hair and styling. So makeup, hair, and styling. But if you don't have the money for makeup, hair, and styling, you can do research on YouTube and figure out makeup tricks, hairstyling tricks, things you can do to make yourself look better without having to go to the salon or pay a professional glam team.
I was thinking about doing one of those videos next time I paint myself like a mime. You know, they're having a conversation.
Get ready with me.
So tonight I'm just going to be going to my social, and I think Jake and Ren are going to be there. And here is my eyeliner. It is.
You gotta hashtag it GRWM.
Okay, I'm using Clayhorn eyeliner.
That'd be a great video.
Clayhorn eyeliner is the best in the business. It's organic.
Get ready with me as I'm going out as a mime.
But really do it like a girl going out as if she's, going out for the town.
You can also go to thrift stores. Tell her, you don't have to shop at the designer boutiques. You can find cool things at the thrift store. You have to rummage through a lot, but you can really save a lot of money when you get creative, and you don't have to join Pilates. You can do stuff at home.
Going to the thrift store and you are on a time crunch and you need to find something because you're hurrying, that's not fun or cozy.
No.
And that's not usually when you find the good stuff. When you take your time and make a day of it or a morning of it, that's when you find the good stuff. You're in a better headspace. You're looking through more aisles and
when
stuff.
It comes to thrift stores, a lot of times too, bigger is better. Go to like the biggest one you can find and really spend a couple hours going through every rack. A lot of times there's hidden gems in there. Jbird found one the other day for his girlfriend.
It was I would have never known this was worth anything. She liked it because it still had the tag on it, and it was at this thrift shop in Lake Worth, and I did not pay much. It was very cheap. We looked it up after. It was almost $600.
Wow.
Yeah, she was quite happy.
The finds are out there, but you just got to get your hands dirty. You got to get in it, baby.
It's a lifestyle, and you have to enjoy it, and it has to be a hobby. Because a lot of times what happens, it starts off as a hobby, then it turns into a business, and then it's not fun anymore. Keep the hobby. Keep the love of the game.
I saw this comment. Tell me if you like some of this advice on the same post of the 21-year-old female in Miami that was, trying to find out how she could level up without a ton of money. The comment starter said you got to do a lot of LARPing, which is live action role playing, I guess. It's basically a game where people dress up and physically act out fictional characters in real world spaces, basically saying that this is Miami. People are really just kind of acting out a part. And so you got to kind of understand what the assignment is. And he said, you don't have to have memberships to all these fancy gyms. Have you noticed how expensive and ridiculous gyms have gotten recently?
Oh my.
It's stupid.
It's a whole different thing. And they don't even open up subtle gyms anymore. I even saw in Wellington, they're replacing the LA Fitness. It's been open for 2 decades with one of those new glam gyms that has cryotherapy and the red light this and all that kind of stuff. Now everything's got to have all that.
And I'm sure the price is triple.
Things that look fancy but that actually don't work. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I used to pay, I think my gym membership was $35 a month. And now I talk to people and their gym memberships are $500, $600, $700.
Dude, I used to go to
it's like a car payment. I'm like, wait, what do you get to do there? Like, we were there all the time and they got daycare and we hang there on Friday night. I'm like, you better.
I used to go to a gym called Staying Alive. I think it was $10 a month. I'm not kidding.
Well, it seems like they're trying to run a lot of those low budget gyms out and they're replacing with all these really expensive ones because it's the Manhattan thing to do. I mean, look at what they're doing with the gyms in West Palm. They're all the Equinoxes and all those things you see in Manhattan.
Oh, and we all know if it comes from New York, it's obviously better. And do you know how
We've
know that?
We've established that.
Because the New Yorkers will tell you about that.
Yeah. So you don't have to get the memberships to the fancy gyms. They said you use ClassPass or you churn new emails for new signups. You take advantage of free events. You find a cheap skincare routine, which is easier than it used to be, depending upon your ethnicity. You can do facial and or laser hair removal specials. They are out there. They said also, too, one of the biggest things you can do for your appearance is eating clean. Find out what food works for your body type. Cake. And then make sure you're eating good stuff. Yeah, if cake gives you that sheen that you need, go cake.
It gives me that 8-pack of flabs I've been going for.
And then they also recommended buying cheaper Shein clothing that looks more expensive. There are places like Zara and things like that you can go to where the clothing is not as expensive as buying this brand stuff you get in Miami. And then you really can't tell too much of a difference, at least from a distance, so you can blend in a little bit more.
At the end of the day, man, prison gym is the way to go. Act like you're in a prison. You can get ripped by doing it. You don't need all this fancy stuff to get all ripped and look all healthy. They're tricking you thinking you need all this fancy, healthy stuff. No.
It's true.
Get in a little room, start doing some push-ups, just do some jump roping, stay in a hot, heated room. Rocky III that ass.
You can look that up on YouTube, too. It's all there.
Yeah, you're right. So these are ways to level up on the cheap. And then they said, if you speak Spanish, go to other countries in Central or South America to get discounted dental work. Or you do something online like Smile Club. So if it's your teeth that's holding you back, these are ways to do it. So you can level up for less money and look like you belong in Brickell.
Teeth is important.
Mm-hmm. I was looking at this Reddit site about veneer regret. And the one thing about veneers is they're not really cheap. And a lot of people were talking about the costs of them.
No, they're super expensive. We're talking luxury car expensive. If you're getting all of them done and you're getting the whole thing.
Yeah.
It is next level.
Now, if you don't know, veneers are thin porcelain or composite shells that are bonded to the front of your teeth. But to make the porcelain and veneer stay in place, dentists generally remove some healthy enamel and sometimes are drilling the teeth themselves, meaning that the original teeth cannot simply be restored later on. It's like when you make that choice to go veneer,
That's it.
You ain't really going back.
You're veneer for life.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I've noticed? It's kind of the same thing we've talked about. The old guy who's 75 years old, you know he's wrinkly, you know he's 75, and he's got jet black hair as if there's no white hair on his head. When you go too white and too perfect with your teeth at a certain age, it doesn't look right. You have to have, I'm not saying having butter cutters, but you have to have a little bit of time to match your face. Super white teeth that are straight and perfect at age 70, everyone's like, okay, liar, what are you talking about? And take off that tube.
If you notice people have to put on sunglasses to talk to you, you probably went too bright.
It doesn't look natural.
Well, the other problem with veneers, too, you said for a lifetime, but they only really last 10 to 15 years, and then they typically need replaced at the same cost.
Oh, wow.
So it's not like you're going to be done forever when you get your veneers.
Oh, that's crap.
Yeah. That's why I'm telling you, like I said, every time I go to the dentist, she's like, when are we going to do veneers? And I just keep pushing off. And after reading this, I'm going to be pushing off even more because there are people, especially that were talking on this veneer regret Reddit page. There is an Andrea Arrow, and she said that she was unhappy with some of the gaps in small cone-shaped teeth that she already had naturally in her mouth. So she got 8 veneers in 2009, paid $1,200 per tooth to do that. So you're like $9,600 in. But then she looked at her teeth and she's like, well, they were small and cone-shaped. And now when I talk to people, I've got these large, blocky, and overly white teeth. And it just changes your whole appearance. I've seen people that look radically different after getting them. Like, it's hard to adjust to their new super large white teeth.
I know Virginia doesn't like the show Friends, and I didn't watch it a lot, but I did see an episode. I think it was David Schwimmer's character where he got his teeth bleached super white, but they would glow in the dark.
Yeah, right.
And I think he had to do like a speech in front of people, and it just didn't look natural.
How some people look. So this Andrea lady that got those veneers got them replaced in 2021, all 8 of them, but she got ones that were specifically designed for her face. And they're doing this more now. The earlier veneer game was the big blocky ones, but redoing that, now she was paying $3,500 a tooth. So now she's in for $28,000 to go on top of the $9,600 she was into before. So you're talking $30,000+ to get the smile that you want.
And I don't know if I don't know if that was in the States or if that was in a different country, but I know that's why a lot of people are leaving to go to other countries to get their teeth done because it's so expensive here. Next level expensive. People have butter cutters because they can't afford to get them fixed.
Now, there's one dentist who says that more than half of his practice is just revision dentistry, trying to undo what other dentists have done with these big blocky white veneers that people have. And so people want to replace him, and a lot of people regret getting him. Even younger people like Alex Earl. I didn't know she had gotten veneers. She said she almost immediately regretted getting them.
Really?
After one chipped, and she warned her followers that she didn't want to encourage others to get them.
Wow, I didn't know she had veneers.
Bad Bunny. He's talked about the physical pain caused by his veneers. And these are people that are, to me, too young for veneers. They really are. They're just trying to get that perfect influencer smile, though. And they've been chasing this game. And look, dentists and people who do dental work, they love selling them to you. Because when you're selling a tooth for $3,500 a pop, putting together a decent smile, you're going to be in for $30,000+ easily.
But if you've got natural teeth that are salvageable, that should be what you try to do.
Yep.
You shouldn't automatically go to, let's do the veneers, because you will regret that. If your natural teeth can be saved, try to do that first.
Yes.
It's crazy, though, the lengths people will go just to look a little bit better, just so they think, the world's going to think I'm prettier or more handsome. I'm going to spend $40,000 on a tooth because I have to look great on the gram. It really is a sickness.
Some people can't help it. They just got to get the veneers because they have like crumbling teeth.
That's different.
And they have really bad issues that are genetic.
And
a lot of times it's not even your fault. You can brush and just have crumble tooth.
Well, I saw Jelly Roll got a whole mouth redid, and I think he needed to because, he'd had drug issues in the past and just hadn't taken care of himself or his teeth. And so, it was the only option really for him.
It should be a last resort.
Yeah.
It does hurt my heart, though, when you see someone that has bad teeth and you can tell they're trying to hide them. It does. I mean, that's the front of the house, and you can lose so much confidence. And I've seen people really go into a deep, dark depression by having bad teeth.
Yeah.
It's an important thing for humans.
No, it really is. And like they had said, there are other discounted ways that you can get a different smile. You see the commercials on TV because they realize that, the veneers are not going to be for a lot of people because they're out of the financial reach of most Americans and where they are now.
Amen.
So either find a place you can get the teeth done for cheaper, or like you were saying, you got Invisalign, you got teeth whitening, you got composite bonding. Even from your dentist can do a lot. That's what I typically do. I'm like, just clean up the bonding and slap some new ones on there. We'll just keep, to me, it's like patching a tire.
Yes.
We'll just keep going down the road.
I don't want 4 new tires.
Right. Yeah. Maybe one day in my life.
When I hit the lotto.
Yeah. Maybe one day.
If you can't see my flat tire in the back, we'll get to that eventually.
Yeah.
I got my backup plan. I ain't doing none of the things you're saying. If these teeth go, I'm getting grills. I am getting grills, pizza grills. Arr, like Paul Wall.
That sounds expensive.
It sounds stupid, and I'll never do it.
All right, got some random questions here for you. One is actually one that was sent in by a KVJ Nation who says, in what order do you think the members of the KVJ show will die?
I love this question because I think about this a lot.
I don't know. I guess the term "a little too soon" might be.
Maybe this is what brought up the question in the first place.
Someone feels like he may have just skirted meeting Jesus this week.
I know. I know for a fact. I don't care what anybody says because I was there and I went through it. I almost died on Monday. I do not know how I am here today, and it's made me really look at life differently. I swear to you.
Speed kills, and when you're going that fast on 95.
I wasn't speeding, by the way.
I know, but you're going even just 65 or 55. That's how people die. And it doesn't matter what you hit or how you hit it. When you're going that fast, you can die.
Just hydroplaning through trees and a brush on I-95 with guardrails and signs all around you. And you are maneuvering and missing every single one of them by, I don't know, something divine. My mom was there. I don't know what happened, but I swear to you on everything, I should not be here today.
I think that's the second time since I've known you that you've driven through a forest, though. I remember another time your truck.
Yeah, you did drive through the brush one time.
Yeah, I remember that, but I worked an 18-hour day that day, and I was kind of disgruntled because I was only making $20,000 a year.
You just drove off the road?
On purpose?
I was tired, I was sad, and I passed out, yeah. So that's how that happened. I mean, that's the truth.
Yeah, if you're laying a Kalshi bed, I think you got to go Bird first. I mean, he's had many different brushes.
He's trying hard.
Yes. But that might be the irony. He outlives everybody.
That would be the joke.
Would that be something?
That would be amazing, yes. Because, I don't think you'd be the initial odds-on favorite.
If I did die, though, I am going to be in some messed up costume. I know I will be.
When you die?
Yeah, it'll be a wreck. I'll be in Captain Crust outfit or a mime or Lana.
So you say you've thought about this a good bit, Virginia, and when you've worked it through in your mind, what has been the death order for the KVJ show?
I mean, I think Jbird will either die first or outlive us all.
Okay,
he's
one or the
not
other.
in the middle.
Not in the middle. Okay.
He's not in the middle. He's a man of extremes.
Okay.
Do you think my death will be just like a regular death, or is it going to probably have a little bit of a?
It's going to have a story.
It's going to have a story.
It's going to have a story.
Like I'll get hit by a Lay's potato.
It will be on the news. It'll be on the news. All 3 networks will all carry it here locally. And Fox.
If I'm lucky. I don't even think I'm on the wall of fame at the Connecticut School of Broadcasting.
How you go out will be such a story that they all will want to cover it.
Okay. But it's more about the story, not about the man.
Well, both.
Okay. All right. I like it.
So the odds-on favorite, if you're putting down the money, Virginia, what is the order of death on KVJ? If Bird goes first, who follows him?
I think it's me.
Really? What do you think you?
I don't know. I'm a little risky.
I've got a list of about 130 reasons why it would be her.
Okay, yeah. Falling off tractors in Cleveland.
Yeah.
A lot of alcohol. Got some anger issues there that does not help with stress. Did I mention alcohol?
Okay. Now, I'm a month older than you, Virginia, and you do have longevity in your genes with your grandma. So
True.
I look at that, and that's why I would put you later. Now, Denny's is younger than us, so I think Denny's has that to his advantage. He lives a pretty healthy lifestyle.
He does?
Yeah. He's changed his life a lot for his baby.
Well, yeah. No, when it comes to anything like that, drinking, Denny's isn't a drinker. When he had his kid, he put down the bottle. In fact, he wouldn't drink in a good while before baby Lachlan got in the world. So, yeah, he's got that going for him.
Okay, yeah.
But when Lachlan grows up, will he just go the other way?
I think the thing that scares Denny's is his diet sometimes and his lack of exercise.
Okay, all right.
But he's at an age where he can turn that around and absolutely be okay. Denny's is a smart cat. He sees a red flag and he knows how to turn around and avoid the red flag.
Okay.
He's that's one of his superpowers.
Okay.
Everyone's got a superpower.
Does your wife ever drive you around? Because that does add a risk factor for Ralston.
It's rare. I mainly am driving. Yeah, because her vision is so terrible.
She is magoo in it.
Yes, it's very risky. So, yeah, I typically am doing the driving these days.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think that's better for us.
That's better for all the Ralstons.
Yeah, that extends it. I think probably maybe I think the stress level, I think for me is that's doing a lot of damage.
So what's start off from you? Who goes first for you?
If I'm putting down the money, it's you. Then I go pretty quickly after.
Oh, you die of a broken heart.
It is broken heart. I got follow the bird.
I don't want to be here without my baby.
That's it. I'm going right after Bird.
Oh, she'd love it. She finally gets the Virginia show. This was a concept in one of the KVJ horror movies, by the way.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm looking to work alone.
She ended up killing us with her gumbo.
Then it's Virginia, and then it's Denny's. Denny's is going to, but like I said, Virginia's got the longevity. She could be the one that surprises you, and I could see her. She'll be the lady be on the news. She'll be 114. She'll still have a drink in her hand. I just drink all the time. Look at me. Yeah, and you'd be like, oh, gosh. Yeah.
She's so much.
Oh,
They bleep her on the news.
Yes,
she's
of course.
definitely my list is a little bit different.
Okay.
I do think I go first.
Okay.
I think I think Denny's goes second.
No, why?
I think
you killed Denny's.
I don't want to.
It's the broken
Damn
heart thing.
it.
We're all just broken hearted. The bird's gone first.
Oh my God.
I
After
think
that's a race to the grave.
I think Denny's is very great at dealing with stress, but I think Denny's has a lot of stress in his life.
Okay,
and there's some people who talk about their stress all the time. Denny's isn't that kind of guy, but he's, I know Denny's like a brother. And I know Denny's has stress in his life. And always be careful of the patient man who finally erupts.
Yeah.
And he's a super patient man.
Yep.
He's the one person in my life I've never seen scream. I've seen him, like Denny's everyone can have a little bitchiness in them. That's as far as it will ever go with Denny's. Denny's has never gotten pissed, never screamed like that. But
holding in that stress without the booze. Oh man,
I think
he's a ticking time bomb.
Yes.
All right, I'm changing my list.
I think he has
Strong
stress,
argument.
but I think what's going to happen is I die first.
Yeah.
He dies second.
Yeah.
But we're together at the same time.
Oh, what a twist.
Bird and Denny's adventure goes askew and awry.
Wow.
Snack pack in the sky.
Oh, then they would have to write a sad song. Every rap group's got to write a dead song about the dead ones that have lost and are gone.
Yeah.
Your one sweet day.
Your one sweet day. Exactly.
One sour day.
We're such idiots.
Denny's has not even gotten one vote when we asked who dies first on KVJ. Bird in the lead, Virginia behind. I'm third, then Denny's fourth.
I think Virginia outlives everybody. I really do. I honestly think that
she's the dark horse pick.
She's loud and vocal about her drinking, so everyone thinks she's gonna. But she's actually a lot healthier than people give her credit for.
Yep.
She eats well. She does exercise. She takes care of her body. You just hear a lot about the Raging Cajun because it's more entertaining.
Yeah,
but
Eat Right is boring.
What's that?
Eat Right is boring.
But I think
drinking is fun.
But I think you keep a healthy diet, but no one wants to hear, I've had this healthy. Shut up.
Right.
Okay. Exactly.
Well, of course, nobody here on the show is dying till 100 at least, so it's going to be a long time. But when we do go, that's what people say the order's going to be.
Do you mean like in 100 minutes?
Years, I hope. Well, we still have more KVJ, not only today, but for many, many years. And we're going to be doing the After the Show on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch coming up next. But not before Jbird gives us his thought for the day.
We talked a lot about stress today.
Yes, we just did, actually.
We
Great
did.
timing.
If you are feeling stressed and maybe even a little a mess because you don't have a thought ready to address, just tell your parents you love them more than anything.
I love it.
Okay,
He got so into your bit.
I know, yeah.
He forgot about his.
That's
right.
good for you, though. I mean, I'm engaged,
You're
baby.
right. That's
Who
it.
gives a crap about the thought of the day? Come on.
Aww.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.